right, and good day. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. We are back in Sky Factory for today to dock out all sorts of things, to do things and stuff and things. Yes, stuff and things, what Draven does best. Look at this guy. No meltdowns today. I've not clicked on it. I'm hoping when we click on it, we get the achievement. I'm going to wait a few minutes and let some more folks show up first. But if all goes as planned, and things rarely do, but in case they do, this will give us the achievement. We are hopefully producing full power at this point. It would be nice if we were. So today, other than that, the other thing I did is I finished our moon juice room that I was working on. We're going to look at that in a minute. And then I'm going to start a matter overdrive reactor today, which is the last reactor we have to make. Once that's made, we're done the majority of what we're going to do with this playthrough. And it may be time to start moving on. I'm not sure we're going to get this one in time. It just takes forever. And we've burned through so many of the other different achievements so much faster than we normally do that it just hasn't had the time to build up. I think, what episode is this? Like 21, I want to say? I want to say the last time I did a Sky Factory 4 playthrough was like 40-some episodes. And not because, I did much different. I just wasn't as streamlined. Hey, Steven, how you doing, buddy? I did spend several hours today mining and feeding Netherrack into the Netherrack compressed Netherrack system, so I'm hoping that we might get that one done today. Just got it. No, I haven't clicked on it yet. I'm waiting. I was giving people a little bit of time to get here. I've let it go for most of the day. I did shut it off for a couple of hours only because I was concerned about fuel. But we've still got lots, so we're doing okay. But no, I have not clicked on the reactor yet. We're gonna give it a little bit of time before we mess it. We haven't had a meltdown, and that's the good sign. But I did get finished this. So my cosmic moon juice room is finished, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. It looks exactly like how I wanted it to. Basically, all I did today was place the rest of the runes. I like rooms like this just because they add a lot of pizzazz to your design. You can do anything with it. You can put machines in here and build a smeltery. I mean, you can use it just like any other room, but I don't know. I think I came up with this a long time ago on a smaller degree, and just really like the way that this turns out. And I like the way the blue runes pop the most in here, especially since I used the blue door. Because you can get other doors in the place, but they're still blue doors. The only difference is the little color ring that goes around the side there. So it's still blue. I don't know. Just a thing. But yeah, real happy with how this room turned out. Didn't take too long to finish placing the rest of the runes. And again, all just in a very randomness pattern. There's no specific, other than around the door frame. There's not really any specific pattern to it at all. So yeah, well, I'll show that off again a couple more times during the stream as more folks arrive. But yes, we have that. And then, where am I looking? Here we go. And then today we are going to get started on, and very possibly finish, a matter overdrive reactor. I did take a couple minutes to go back and watch my own tutorial, so I remember how to start doing that process. We may have to look at it again, because it's been a while since I built one. But what we need for that is, starting off, is we need a gravitational anomaly. Right? That's the first thing. We're also going to need a place to put it. I don't have a room for that. I don't want to put it in my moon juice room. That's too close to out here, and it could eat away the walls. So we need to go and make a space for this thing somewhere in this lava world. So that's on our list of things to do today. And we're going to start that. I'm thinking about putting it up near where the moon juice is. That is not it. That's evap. That is also not it. There it is. So we may go up to where moon juice is and build it up there, because if it ate the moon juice production area, I really don't need it anymore, so I'm not as worried about it. We could even just reuse that area, to be honest with you, now that I think about it. We may not even keep moon juice. Let's see. Whoop. That is technically enough room for the reactor. See, the problem is this is world height. You can't build any higher than this block. So I kind of want to go down a little bit deeper to give us a little bit more room. And build something like this. Not exactly, right? So let's see what we got. See what we got. All right, so first of all, I'm going to burn my butt for a minute. There's not much other way to do it. Here we go. It doesn't remove lava down. It only removes it in front of you. So I have to be in the lava for that to happen. It's okay though. It can't hurt me. I'm a superhero here, basically. And it may eat me again, depending on how low I go down here. It'll go like one notch lower, kind of, than where I am. But I'm just gonna make enough room to build this. I could technically just have it floating over the lava too. I don't have to build an area for it, but I don't know. That just seems ugly to me. Thoughts and prayers. No, I'm just kidding. Thoughts. Let me know what you think. It's never flat. There we go. Getting the hang of this eventually. I promise. And that's going to be too wide, but we'll do it. Yeah, there we go. Easy enough fix. Okay. So let's get ourselves a floaty block. And we'll just use basic brick for now, because I can always pretty it up later. I don't want to have too much stuff here, because when this thing starts to get going, it's going to eat up a lot of the materials I build with. So I don't want to use anything expensive. Again, not too careful. I may build the reactor and then build around it. That makes more sense to me now that I think about it. That should be enough room to build it. Maybe just a tad bit wider. A little bit wider. Whoop. Missed a smidge. Never miss smidges. It's against the rules. No smidge missing. All right. All right. All right. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to build this. Here. Is that low enough? Oh, yeah. That's plenty low enough. Let's see. How high can I build on this? Ooh, okay. Maybe we'll go a little bit lower. We'll go that low. That low looks good low. Hey, welcome back, Teresa. We are working on a space to build a matter overdrive reactor. And here in a second, we're going to go check and see if our nuclear reactor has gotten its achievement yet. I swear I think this is enough room. We can always make it bigger if we need to. Giggity. All right. Let's jump back down. I think it's time to go look at that achievement. Boop. Let's see if we have achieved the achievement after I put this in the charger, because I may need it later. All right. Still no meltdown. Let's see what happens. Boop. I still did not get the achievement. I did have it off the last couple of hours. 94.1% efficiency. That's still not enough. Power generation, 7143. It flipped right as we went over. I didn't see if it went up or down. I needed to go up. It is going down. That is a problem. That is a big problem. So it's creating less power all of a sudden. Why? Cooling still at 44%. The cooling is going up. We need to actually bring it colder then. It's time to add more Freon to our refrigerator. We will grab this one and see if that helps. It's a very delicate balance we're doing here, and we gotta hope that this works. All right, 67% cooling. So what had happened is the coolant we had gotten it as efficient as we possibly could, and we still needed to be colder than that. Temperature change is still going up I need that to go down. Okay. Maybe now it's time to start popping these puppies back in here. There's 5. I need to be at just at 100% or a little smidge more. 89. It says 89, but it's going to take a minute for those things I just did to fill up with diamonds. They may not be 100% full yet. So that one is, this one is nothing. See how quickly it takes to fill up. No, that one's got 1,000. Okay, that's at 1,000. That one has nothing. Nothing. 1,000. Okay, so I've got 4 of them charging up here. LOZ. I have 4 of them in there. Okay. Everything's at max. What does that put us at? Puts us at 89%. Okay. Still need another one. Still need another one. Boop. See how that does. 246%. Now that doesn't make sense to me. Wait. How did adding one more take it that high? That doesn't make sense. There's no science. What's up, Mr. Terry? How you doing, buddy? Temperature change negative. Right. It should be bringing it down. Okay, so temperature is going down. 39, 35. Right. I just don't know if I need to add more coolant or not. 30, 34. So it is going down. Efficiency still at 94%. Okay. Let's see where that takes us. 94.1. Okay. I've added all the coolant possible, and we have super coolingness. Power is going... It is going up, which is good. That's what we needed. Temperature is dropping considerably. 94.2. It's going in the right direction. Still sick. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Heal, damn you. I'm just kidding. Hope you get to feeling better, buddy. 94.3. All right, it's moving. That's good sauce. That's what I need. Power's going higher. We need to get that to, I think it's 97 or 98% minimum to get the achievement. Boy, are we bringing that temperature down now. It is going fast. But we at some point, it may be too much. That's why I got to keep an eye on here. 94.4. 94.5. Okay, it's working. It's working. Let's go start working a little bit more on Matter Overdrive while we're letting that jam. We need to go find ourselves a gravitational anomaly. And to do that, we also need the stuff to take it with us. So we're going to need one of these things. I need one of each of these. So I need a world block importer. So to do that, I got to make this, and I got to make this, and I got to make this. So I'm going to make a bunch of these. That was one of the things I needed. We'll pull that out in a minute. I'm going to need some logic cables. Draven's very logical. You didn't know that about me. It's very true. Okay, now I need one of these. Now I need one of these. Now I need one of these. Okay, so I already made those. Why did I do that twice? Now I need to make... No. I do need to make a diamond pickaxe. I probably don't have any in there. I need to make one of these things. How do I make that? Crystallized chorus chunks. Block of crystallized chorus. Liquid chorus in a block of crystal stone. Or liquid chorus in here. How do you get liquid chorus? Why, putting popped chorus fruit, of course, in a squeezer. Popped chorus fruit, which is just cooking chorus fruit. Okay. Chorus fruit I've got. Oh, I've got a ton of popped chorus fruit. That's excellent. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Understandable, Mr. Terry. Have yourself a good evening, sir. I'm going to need a tank. I don't have any. Okay, let's make a tank. I shouldn't need a big one. Don't I have one of those squeezy thingies? Yeah. No, is that it? It's drying basin. That's not a squeezer. That's not what I need. Okay. I see now. Mechanical squeezer. Could have sworn we had one of those. I do. Okay. Well, that makes me feel better about life. We'll set that here. And we set a tank here. And then I need to put that in. And that will squeeze it. It's not putting anything in here yet. I probably have to use a fluid cable. Should have known that. Draven's not smart today. Are we getting any? Liquid course. Yes, we are. Okay, good. Fluid cable. Juices. It's just easier to get it out of a bucket out of this thing. Hello, Ancient One. How you been, buddy? It is giving me what I need, but I think I need that for something else. I can't remember what it is, but I feel like I needed that for something else. All right. That gives me some of these purpley things. This thing, this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. Nope, still missing that. Okay. This thing. What do I need? I need the other, whatever that is. I need this. Okay, I'm going to need a bunch of these. I know I'm going to need some of these, so that's okay. And then that, yes. And then that, yes. And then that. Okay, there's our world block importer McThingy. And everything else I need, we've already just made. So I need logic cables. I need one of those. I'm going to need an item interface. I need one of those. And I'm going to need a variable card. I only need one. I'm going to bring two in case I mess it up. I'm going to bring a chest because I'm going to need one of those. Okay. All right, so that's everything we need to get a gravitational anomaly and move it around. See how we're looking here. 95.8. It's still getting up there. Loving it. Power generation. I wish I knew exactly what number I needed. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what number equals 3,333,333 RF per tick. Temperature's dropping. 96 even. I'm afraid to leave. We need to kind of hang out a minute and see if this works. For those of you who just popped in, this is what I was working on yesterday. I finished it today. This is my Cosmic Moon Juice room. Again, I came up with this design years ago. Years ago at this point. And I've used it to smaller degrees and made small rooms before, but want to make a big one. Don't have any specific plans for it. I just really like the way it looks. I like the effect of it. I picture that for like a sci-fi movie or something. But yeah, it's not hard to do. Making the room itself is pretty easy, and then it's just a matter of putting the runes in random patterns. I try to just randomly do it as I move along, so that way I don't get repeating patterns as much as possible. But yeah, I really like the way this room turned out. Very happy with it. One of these days I'll figure out a way to use it. Like for something special. That'd be a good astral sorcery room if you could use astral sorcery in a room. 96.3. 96.4. It is so moving. We are so close, I think. All right, let's go get a gravitational anomaly real quick, and then we'll come back. We got to find one. And easiest place to find those, Lost Cities, Nether, Twilight Forest. We're going to do Lost Cities just because I haven't spent a lot of time there. And there's no blazes to eat my face, which I'm a fan of. Not that they hurt me or anything, but, you know. We've spent no time in the Lost Cities this playthrough. Last playthrough, I lived in the Lost Cities. It's one reason why I didn't touch it this much. We got to find a gravitational anomaly. They're just floating around in the sky. They should be all over the frickin' place. It shouldn't take too long. Let's see. Drop down a little bit. Hello, Mindbend. Good day. Is that one? Yep, there's one. Excellent. Ooh, this guy's way down here, too. Okie dokie. So, what we're here to do is to pick one of these bad boys up. Now, normally these things suck you right in, but I'm an Android, and I've bought the ability that saves that from happening. Shift click. Yes. I'm well, thank you. And yourself? Then we add a chest. You got to add the chest first. Now, this, I think you have to put it facing the chest for this to work. It did not connect. I need it to connect. Should have brought more than one of these, I've realized. We are trying to move a gravitational anomaly. Boy, this is going to take a minute. I apologize. Maybe I have to point it towards the other thing and not the chest. I could have been wrong. I also may not have been lined up correctly. If this messes up again, we're going to go back and get a bunch of them and the party pickaxe. Did I lose it? No, I still got it. Okay. Let's try it this way. Nope, still didn't work. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got no waypoints in this map, so I'm just going to add a new one here, generic. I've also realized I did not set one to the cake, so we have to fly back to the cake. We actually don't. I didn't set a cake down. One moment. Let me find a teleport home. Cake. There we go. I think this is not the home world. Oh my goodness. This is going to take us to another world, which then I'll port in home. The Nether. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now we're home. Finally. Fix it. Let me grab a party pickaxe so breaking that'll be easier. Party. Draven likes to party all the time. Party all the time. Give me just a minute here.
Side of your...
Whoop. Hang on a second. Oh, right. Okay. All right. So we've got that now. Where was I going? Lost Cities. Damn it. Lost Cities. I do have a cake here. I should probably go ahead and save that. Just in case we decide to zip around here later for some reason. Yeah! I fall down. Okay, so I think I have to face this way. I believe is correct. And then I'm going to open up this guy and set this in the first spot. There we go. Gravitational anomaly. Fixed it. There we go. Took me a moment. Excellent. Okay, so now we have a gravitational anomaly, which is what I needed to start this whole process. Let's go back to the cake. Ow, why did you do that to me? That was rude. Teleported me through the cake. Oh, that's a nice little house over there. And we're in Walrus house. Look at Walrus. Stop that. All right, still no meltdown. Good sign. I don't think adding coolant's going to make it do that, but we'll see. 97%. All right. 37, so 67. Yeah, still going up. 97.1. Still going up. Okay, we'll give it a few more minutes and we'll come back. Moon juice. Boop. This is ugly, I know, but I know that there's a good chance the gravitational hole is going to yank away everything that I build around it. So, gravitational anomaly is now here in the overworld. And now I have to build the actual machine, which I don't remember all the components. We're going to have to go figure those out again, which, you know, we can do. So, gravitational anomaly is placed. Ooh, moment of lag. That is not the right button, Draven. Doot. And I want to go this way. I'm flying. I'm so fast. How was everybody's Monday? As if Monday can be good, but you know. 97.3. Sounds like a radio station I used to listen to. I think I made that joke already now that I think about it. Okay. So, for Matter Overdrive stuff. I knew I was going to need a fusion reactor controller. And I'm going to need a bunch of the machine hulls. But I don't remember exactly what the other components are. So you're going to have to bear with me. Because we're going to have to fix it. Let's see, where have I got this written down? I know I've got this saved somewhere. Let's see. And There we go. Matter Overdrive Fusion Reactor. Pull that up here. Worse. Mondays suck. That is correct. You are correct. I also did not enjoy Monday. Worst Monday ever. That's even worse, man. Sorry your Monday was such, turd. That's never good. I want only but the best for my friends. But sometimes there's not much you can do about it, right? Sometimes it just sucks. Okay. I'm just keeping such a close eye on this because I don't want to get to a point where we get too high and then it starts to come back down again. 97.8. 97 was not the percent I thought we needed. Turns out to be higher than that. Come on, 97.8. Become 97.9. It's slowing down. 27. 28. Okay. Well, 97.9. Okay. Still going the right direction. Oh, wait. Middle block. Ah! There it is! I wasn't clicking on the middle. I was earlier. I missed it this time. We have made the achievement 3rd time's the charm. We have made a fully operational nuclear craft fusion reactor. Being all chunky and stuff. This thing is now making a large amount of power. Very quickly. Eventually I will run out of fuel for it though. It's going through fuel I think faster than I'm making it. I could be wrong. We'll see. 53, 51, 52, 50. It bounces back and forth. All right, there we go. That is, in my opinion, the hardest achievement to get in Sky Factory 4. That's actually attainable. So that's awesome. First try, too. I'm pretty pleased with that. That's the boss. Wonderful, wonderful. Now I can comfortably move on to Matter Overdrive. We'll come back and find that thing exploding. Bombs going everywhere. Story of my life. Story of my life. All right, let's see. So, let me pull up my list again for the Matter Overdrive stuff. What do I need? So, I need black and yellow squared thing. Reactor coils. I need that. I'm going to need more of those. Matter. What's the matter? Matter Overdrive. Matter Overdrive. There we go. Fusion reactor cores. I'm going to need... I don't know how many I need. We'll make a bunch. And let's see. We have to line this up correctly. And we're going to start with... We have to line it up correctly. Uno momento. All right, so I need the reactor controller first. Okay. Let's go get this down. So technically, when I set this down, it'll tell me how far I need. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got to be 5 blocks away from the gravitational. Ugh. Why does this guy take so hard to break? What? That is... I hate how hard it is to break Matter Overdrive. Yes, I know I can use the wrench. But man, did we have to make it that hard to break? I guess it needs to be that way to survive the reactor. I guess I can understand that. Grab a stack of bricky brick. Bricky brick. And let's go get this started. Let's get it started. That's not where I meant to teleport. That was 5 feet away from where I was standing. I failed. All right. About to know if we have enough room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Missed it by 1. Okay. So I need to go right. Here. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so that's lined up now. And that's good. Now I just need to basically build out so I can build onto these. These bricks are all going to go away later. This is just so I have a place to build down onto them. Whoops. This is gonna go away. It's ugly, I know. Don't worry, it won't stay there for long. Okay. So let me put down most everything I need. Sky Factory for the lava variant. That is correct, Black Man. This is lava factory starting world type. So I did not start up here. You start down in the middle of the lava in a glass room, and then you have to expand out. I will show you. Whoop. So everything's under the lava, basically. So you start in this room, although it's normally lava out there. I added the bricks on the outside. But normally this, and then you have to find ways to expand out into the lava. For me, I just used a bucket of water. I stayed in here until I could get water. And then by pouring water into the lava, it made obsidian, and I could start slowly tunneling my way out until I was able to make a wand or antimatter evaporator, which just deletes lava. And that was a game changer. Okay, back to Moon Juice. Okay, now, let's see what we have to put down next to these. Let me grab my guide here. Let's see, so we've got 1, 2, 3. What is that block? Gravitational stabilizer. Wait, it may appear that I put this in the wrong spot. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, that's a fixer. I'm glad I noticed it ahead of time this time. One moment. I still need that. No, don't go in the gravitational hole, you jerk. I need 4 stabilizers. I gotta put the stabilizer down first. That was my bad. Stabilizers, where are they at? Gravitational stabilizers. All right. Wow, those are expensive. Didn't I make some of those yesterday? I guess I didn't. I need at least 4 of these. We're going to do 4. So I'm going to need 1. What? Now what did I run out of? These things. Okay. Oh, these things are so expensive. Okay, we're going to have to go back and build this. Okay. I see. This is more involved than I remembered. This is what I get for not doing this for 3 playthroughs. I'm going to need to make more circuits. I'm almost positive of it. Okay, so I need... Did I not make any? What did I make then? I made something using these. So I need space-time equalizers. I'm going to need 4 of them at least. So that means I'm good. I need to make a bunch of these. These are easy. I can make those all day. That part's done. Then I have to make the hard part, which is this, the Heisenberg, whatever it is. 1. I think I ran out of gold ones, didn't I? I'm going to need to start making more isolinear circuits. And I did not plan on that. Isolinear TK1, why did I do that? I can do just through construction. Luckily, tier 1, easy to make. Let's make a couple of those, get them in there. Tier 2, I need to make some gold ones. Need a stack of gold. Stack of gold. 1. You can load 1 at a time. It's very slow. And I appreciate you love my content. Thank you for coming by and hanging with us. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you come by to hang out with me today on this a Monday. If you're having a good time, remember to click that like button. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Because it sure would be cool if you would. There's the first one. Out of sight. Luckily, they'll stack in here. So I just got to be... Basically, you got to... Let me see. Where's the chest? Cable. Get a few of these done. There. That'll automate that a little bit. You build up a few tier 2s. And then we'll have to make a few tier 3s. But the 2s I need first. So, because I need to make more of these. Okay. Stay right there. There's 3. One more, and I should have enough. Actually, we already made one. 3 should be enough. The rest I'm going to need to make TK4s. Or MK4s. I don't know if I'm saying TK. I'm thinking of something else. Matter Overdrive. All right, so there's... That's what I'm trying to know. I'm trying to make this thing. U, 3, 4. Okay. Cool. Now I need to make the end product, this thing. And I need 4 of these. For that I need 4 of 1, 2. Oh yeah, they don't stack. 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Excellent. 2, 1. Did I only make 1 monitor? That doesn't sound like me. It actually sounds just like me, to be honest with you. 4. Yes, there. Good. Excellent. Delicious. I'll let that keep making for a little while. All right, let's go get this put in. Moon juice. What's up, John? Good day, sir. Whoop. Meow. All right, so I need these, and then I need their controller. Okay, so this is going to go here. That's going to go there. That did not put down flat, though. I was too high. It's my own fault. I need to do it this way. Padap. Yes. Yes. Okay. So that's right. We move on to the next stuff. And those, yes, okay. That is correct. All right. We are moving on par. We are working it out. 1 block at a time. Block. 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 That. There's going to be things behind this. These have to go in 1 notch. All right. So there's those 4. Excellent. We do have enough room in here. That's good. I'm wondering. I'm very much wondering if this is going to pull lava in. Like, it's not a solid block. I don't know. It'll pull everything else in. But I don't know if it'll pull all the lava. I know it'll pull dirt and rocks and all that kind of stuff. Engine exhaust plasma. You know, I've never, ever had that made from something. I don't know what that is. Okie dokie. So I've got the 4 of those down. And then I need 3, 6. Let's count how many here. I need... Okay. I'm going to need a... So we got 1, 2... Alright, I need a... matter decomposer. I need 2 matter decomposers. At least that's what it says on this that I've got. Okay. 2 matter decomposers. I fell through. Ow, and then I got burned. I can't win for nothing. Matter decomposer. Okay. Where's the matter decomposer? Pattern starting analyzer. Storage. You'd think it'd be right in here. Okay. Let's just see if we can find it. Decomposer. Of course you'd be hard. Okay. What do I need for this? I need one of these. I need more gold things. We're heading back. Boop. I need more... Wrong corner. I need more gold ones. You've been working while I was gone? Good job. Throw those in. So I'm going to need 1, 2 of those. What else am I missing? I need a MK3 at the top. What else? MK3 at the top. And 2 matter energy. 2 of these things. We're just going to say 2 of these things. Okay. MK3s. For that I need diamond. That's not diamond. Diamond. We're going to need 2 of them. I could have sworn that's how you made those. Un momento. All right. Orange with a diamond. Yeah, that's what... Oh, orange with a diamond. It's not letting me pull these out because these are in the way. That's so irritating. There we go. Now it's working. And it's slow, but luckily we only need 2 of them right now. Really wish the decomposer was easier to find. Okay. Let's see. So after this pack is all done, after we're finished, the next pack I'm going to be playing through, we're going to go back to the original pack, the first pack I played that wasn't Sky Factory, that I did not enjoy. But that was many years ago at this point. We're going to give it another shot with fresh eyes, if you will. That's delicious. We just got the achievement for making the maximum size reactor at the right power levels. So it's also the first time I've used the see-through ones where you can see the purple. It looks pretty cool. Also, for those of you who may not have been here earlier, this is what I worked on a bunch yesterday. I just wanted to make a cool looking room using this pattern. I'm going to show this off a lot today. I apologize. I'm proud of the way this looks. I've never really seen anybody else use a design like this. Others may have. I just haven't seen it. So I'm quite proud of this. But I finished this up today, adding all the rest of the rune blocks. So it turned out pretty snazzy. So. What's up, Awkward? Good day, sir. Yee. Are you done with 2 diamonds yet? Oh, I gotta add the other one. Crap. Missed that part. Guess I won't need this. Now I'm using the wrench. The wrench will take care of that. I'm going to add the MK2s being produced again as soon as this one gets done. I need a mint. I'm in need of sustenance. Today's dinner was leftovers. It was very good. Wife and I hit Olive Garden yesterday. I really enjoy Olive Garden. So does she. Our very first date was at an Olive Garden. Because she told me she liked it. So I took her. Very scientific like that. Okay, so there's one matter decompose. And there's the other one. All right, let's go get that going. Moon juice. Okay, so I need to add one of these here, one of those there. One of those there. Okay. Cool. There's that part. Then, make sure I've got everything here. All right, then we... Wait, what do I got on the other sides? So this is where... Then I add the coils go on the other side. Yes, okay. Good. I made enough coils. I did not make enough coils. I am a filthy liar. Believe nothing Draven tells you. He did not make enough coils. That's one of the last achievements we need to finish this all up. So, I fell on again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now I just got to join them up. And I think I already made the components for that. Fusion reactor, these things. I'm pretty sure that's the thing you use. We'll know in a minute if it tells me I was wrong. Invalid structure. Of course it is. Why? Did I use the wrong block for that? Let me look. We had those. Yep, I used the wrong one. I need to use machine hulls. I knew it! I knew I'd mess that up. Gah! Again, I just don't make this often enough to remember. No, no, that's the one that has to stay there. That was not what I meant to do. I need to remove these things. Again, not a fan of this block, or this machine. I wonder what those blocks are for. I don't remember. Okay. So those were not the right thing. I made the wrong thing. I need some type of machine hull. That's this thing. Okay. Let's try that again. Where's the front? Here it is. There we go. It is now correct. And the sphere's got that cool little ball around it. All right, so let's get rid of the stuff we don't need, which is all of those. And then now we have a reactor. It's not doing much yet, but we've got one. Yee-hee. All right, now I'm pretty sure we use diamond as the coolant for this. I want to say it's diamond. Let me verify. All right, let's see. Get that in there. All right, so and then come on, show me the coolant. There we go. Diamond. I was right. It's diamond. Okay, I was right. It's diamond. All right. First, we're gonna need a flux because I got to give this reactor power because every reactor needs power to get started. That's just how life works. Nope, that one. Go, Draven. There we go. Power. Now I need diamond for coolant. One, two. Ah, we're starting to get some noise now. Excellent. So basically this is going up. Coolant will go up as the diamond melts, which will be very slow. Because this machine is not fast in any way whatsoever. There are upgrades. What are the upgrades? Configuration upgrades. We got 4 upgrade slots. Okay. Let's take a look and see what upgrades. See if there's any speed ones. I think there might be. Matter overdrive upgrades. What do we got? Speed upgrades. Exactly. All right. I'm missing something. What am I missing? These. Okay. There's a bunch. 1, 2. Are they stack? They do. 16. Perfect. I don't even need that many, but that's all right. Put that in here. Sure. Then it took it out of my bar. Okay. Try that again. In here. You. Failure, 244%. Massive amount of power usage. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad or not, but we're going to do it. Let's learn from our failures, my friends. That's how Draven lives his life. One failure at a time. Okay, so coolant is going up. I'm at 100% efficiency. I don't think I make any power until these meet. Again, it's been so long, I don't exactly remember. Check and see if I'm missing any steps. There, I have the coolant. Power starts to eke up a little bit. Right, that looks fine. That looks fine. Okay, then I'm going to need another power block. That's not what I meant to do. Flux. Except now I need a plug. Of course, we don't have the stuff for that, so we still don't have the stuff for that. Okay, how about a bunch of that? Good lord, why I gotta make everything so complicated? Because we need a way to pull the power out of this thing once it starts going as well. That goes onto the power network. coolant is working. Delicious. Now, what we haven't done is bumped this thing up yet. So by bumping things up, you're basically just going to throw stuff in the middle. And that will make it grow stronger. What I just did not do much, because you need to add in juicier things than that. Blocks of emerald, blocks of diamond. These are some of the best things to throw in there. But if you really want to get crazy, compressed blocks are some of the best. Now, I don't have any in here, but we got the compressed sugarcane achievement. So we're going to go find where I put that, because that's going to jump this thing up a ton. Baton is short for butt ton. All right. Okie doke. So, what did I do with that compress? Is it still in the sugarcane block? Compressed sugarcane. It may still be in there. Where's... Give me that. Compressed sugarcane. Still might be inside here. Lag! Octuple compressed sugarcane. These things are worth so much. It's insane how fast this will grow your thingamabobber, your matter overdrive. It's true, matter overdrive blocks also work real well. Gotta be careful. You don't want to overdo it. See, I can't tell if this is making any power yet. I think this has to get all the way up, maybe, before it actually starts making power. I'm at 100% efficiency, but it doesn't appear to be doing anything. Let's see if we can change that, shall we? Blah! I've made it too big. I think I made it too big too quickly. That's a problem. I've made it too big. Okay, so one compressed block was too much. And you'll notice it yanked my flux off. That's the problem. Oh, we're going to have to go get another one and do this over again. And I'm going to have to go into creative and break this one. It's the only way to do it at this point. It is, yeah. See those red bars right there? That means it's not going to be strong enough to hold it. It 100% can be too big. And I'm not getting an achievement. It's not producing any power because these things can't hold it. And this thing's so powerful, there's no way to pull power out of it. Because when you add flux or something to this, it just yanks the flux in there. And so you've got no way to get the power out of this thing. So I'm going to have to go into creative and break this. We're going to have to get another one and drop it down. Luckily, the machine's still is all still going to be here. We have to go get another gravitational. So we're going to have to go into creative. Because unfortunately, I made boo-boos. Bad. Not hard to get rid of it, you know, if you do that. But game mode survival. Let's go back. And we're back. From outer space. Let me get some bricks so we can put a block down to set it on, and then we'll go get us another one. Trial and error, my friends. Trial and error. I knew I'd thrown compressed blocks in there before. I guess I didn't throw an octuple one in there. Alright, so we've got something to drop it on now. We're just going to have to go find another one. Okay. So let's go back to the house. Boop. And I'm going to grab something I don't normally grab. We're going to grab a magnet. I don't know if that's it. That's a magnet. Okay, we'll grab a magnet, which I don't enjoy, but, you know, it does its job, I guess. So I'll need a variable card. And I already got the wrench. Okay. Let's go back to the Lost Cities and get us another one. All right, here's the last one. I'm going to break it. I'm going to have to break these real slow. This is why I'm using the magnet. Just kind of want to make these again. Boy, this thing does not want to break. It also does not want me standing on it. Okay, it's going to take a second. Yeah, I threw an octuple in. I went a little cray-cray. That's my fault. Guess we'll go back to regular diamond and emerald blocks, right? I just need to get it big enough to get the achievement. Come on and break. Thank you. All right, let's go find us another gravitational. Anomaly. Oh, there's one right there. Sweet deal. That did not take too long at all. There's that. Got to do it in order. Then the chest. Then the cable. Then the other thing that's not the cable. Then you take your variable card. Open up this guy. Set it in the top. Got it. Okay. And back to the cake. And it threw me through the obsidian again. I hate that. Cake. Hello, Walrus. No meltdowns? Nope, good. Gotta be worried about things like that. Moon juice. See, that did not take too long at all. That was very, very quick, easy fix to the problem that Draven has created for himself. Padap. There we go. Now it's working again. I'm going to have to get new flux. Fluck. What was I trying to spell? Not the right word, I can tell you that. Flux. And I'll need another plug. Why? Why do I gotta be like that? Plug. Okay. Live life on the edge. I'm a gambling man. Alright. Power in. Power out. Alright, we're at 100% on both. So now we're just going to throw in things that are potentially more reasonable. Now this is where I have to get rid of the magnet, because I can't throw things in if the magnet's sucking it up again. Again, I don't like magnets. We don't need this right now. I don't need a shrinky dink. Let's start with some good old-fashioned emerald blocks. I have 106,000 emeralds. I can spare a few. That's regular emeralds. I want emerald blocks because it's faster. Again, I don't know how to tell when it's the right size. You know what I mean? Why am I taking damage? Okay. Is this how much it's making? 30, remember these numbers. Negative 24 and then 396.8. Throw a few more in and see what happens. Okay. Now it's yanked my flux again. Okay, I may not be able to use the thing, but I'm going to get big enough to do. Okay, so it's getting higher. Now, what was the size that I needed for the actual achievement? I need it to make 15,000 FE. Well, I'm trying to get the achievement. I have to add more until it gives me the achievement. I've got 5,000. I need 15,000. I need it 3 times as big. So I'm not making this to use. I don't like this reactor at all. I'm just trying to get the achievement for it. That's 61. And we may get to the point that it's going to get too big again. And if that's the case, I may have to look at adding more stabilizers, which I'm hoping I don't have to do. Matter plasma. 6682. I believe you just click on it to get the achievement. Let's check the achievement again. Open the center block on the bottom of the controller to complete the achievement. The center block on the bottom of the controller. Oh, that's an emerald block, you idiot. Okay. Center block on the bottom. That's this. So it's still not big enough. I worry because that's orange. It's not the same color it was before. $7,000. We're almost halfway. See, they want you to get this achievement, but you're basically making a reactor you can't use. Because there's no way to get the power out of it. It yanks it up. See, it's still only 7,000. Keep clicking on the bottom of it, and hopefully we get it. I can't remember. Again, I don't use this. I don't remember exactly what I need to do to get the achievement. I have a tutorial on this, but it just shows how to build it to make it work. It doesn't really help for this achievement. Because why would I need to, right? Destabilized and boom. That would be accurate. 7,000. It didn't go up from 7,000. Okay. I know about the Control Q thing, but to be honest with you, it's more uncomfortable to put my hand in a way to press both those buttons at once than it is to just slide my mouse 3 millimeters to the right. Did that change? Okay, we're at 8,000. Still going. All right. Keep on throwing them. Do 2 rows. It's close to 2 rows. 86. Keep clicking it from the bottom on the hopes that it gives me the achievement. 89. Boy, this is slow going. And to think, 1 octuple compressed was way too much. Here, have all of these emeralds. 9 to 3 of 15,000. I see. Fortunately, the emeralds are... I've actually gone through half of my emerald stack. We may have to switch over to diamond in a few minutes. Not that I really need emeralds for anything else currently, but... The gravitational pull does not grab the lava. That was one thing I was wondering. So it is definitely not touching the lava. See, the colors are getting pink now, and that worries me. I don't want to get high enough that it won't go any higher. See what I'm talking about? See how it looks like it's straining? You can build another one of these on the bottom and top of it too, the rings and such, the stabilizers. But I don't remember ever having to do that. I know you can, but I don't remember you having to do that to get this achievement. But boy, does it look like it's going to blow up any minute. $10,000. We're 2/3 of the way there. Good Lord. Keep them coming. For this inventory's worth, we'll have to switch to diamonds. All right. The whole thing's going. Every one of these. Only it's 10,000. I added the whole thing and it didn't go up. Why not? I added the whole thing emerald and it didn't go up. Have we reached the point that it's too big? Damn it. Alright. Oh, I only have 64,000 diamond? Oh, right, because I've been melting diamond down to coolant for the reactors. I remember now. Okay, trying it again. Put some more in here and see what happens. Did that change it at all? 10,009. It's barely going up now. I'm going to have to start adding meatier things than diamond and emerald, I think. We may have to go back to using some compressed blocks, but of a lower level. Considerably lower level. We throw the rest of these diamond in and see where that puts us. And then we'll go back and look at compressed blocks. I don't know how I was going to survive another 5,000. Well, it went up to 11, so it is going up. Just a lot slower than it was. Alright. Let's go grab something better. I don't have any of the compressed blocks in my inventory. They're all still in the machines. So. I don't want the Netherrack. Netherrack I'm still working on. So let's go a little bit lower. See what we've got over here. There's some triples. There's some quadruples. And there's some quintuples. And there's some doubles, okay? It's a place to start. Lag. So much lag in there. Moon juice. That totally looks like it's going to pop, doesn't it? Alright, we're going to start with a couple doubles. I don't even know if that'll make a difference. It looked like it grew. 1198. It didn't change, okay? Yes, I know you're hurting me with the damage. Here, have some more doubles. See if that fixed anything. 1198. Not even making a dent, okay? Let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum here. Let's grab a quintuple. Okay, that one I physically saw it get larger. And it's still only 11,000? What in the name of all that's Canadian is going on here? Have two more. Let's see what this does. 11th. Did it go up at all? I don't think it did. I don't think it went up a little bit. It's not going up. So those don't have enough bang in them to make a difference. The pull? Oh, I don't have any gravitational pull. I'm an Android. You can just buy the Android ability, and then there's no more gravitational pull for you. Okay, what else can I throw in there? I guess we'll have to go back to some emerald again. Use up all my emerald. This was having some effect, just not a lot. All the emeralds. Okay. Did that make any difference? Still at 11,000. I've only ever used 4. I've never used 6. I've gotten the achievement with just 4. The only other thing I could do would be jump into an older world where I already have this built, where we got the achievement, and just see exactly what number it's at to make sure it's actually at 15,000. We may need to do that. let's go take a look at another world where I've already built one of these. Only take a minute to load it in and out. You guys get to see other worlds for a minute. I built one in Sky Grids. That was, I think, 3 playthroughs ago. And I remember I built it a ways away because it's so dang leggable. Sky Grid was a leggable world. Just by the nature of how it was set up. Should be over... Where was it? Should be... Didn't I have one? Oh, no. Darn it. It wasn't this world. Okay. Wrong world. I didn't build. That's the world we've got the nuclear craft reactor achievement for the first time. That would have been in the challenges world. I'm pretty sure. Again, don't hold me to anything. We'll find it eventually. I've built it before, I promise. I know I didn't do it on the Project E world. Where's the door? It would have been... There it is. I had to build a room to protect it. So this was only at 7,000. Maybe I didn't get the achievement on this world. I didn't. Well, that didn't help us at all. I built this one to work. That's silly. Why would I do something so silly? What world would I have? I don't know. This is the only one I could think of that I know that I built it. That I still have. Some of my early worlds, I know I did it. But I lost some of those when I built the new PC. Let's see. Wasn't in there. Wasn't in there. Wasn't in Prestige. And I didn't do it in Here We Go Again. Okay, so I guess I don't have a saved world where I got the achievement for that. That's disappointing. So we're just going to have to keep throwing stuff in until we get to 15,000. And see if it works. We'll grab a bunch of matter overdrive components I'm never going to use. They're not in my system, though. They're in a separate chest. We'll grab the ones that stack. They're the weakest ones anyways. I don't know how well these are going to add to this, but we'll find out. Those are all the stackable ones. Moon juice. One moment while I give this thing head. Then we'll give it arms and legs. See, I didn't even change it. I may have to go get larger compressed bricks. That sucks that the octuple made it too big. As big as it is now, that may not have... Yeah, that didn't even put a dent in it. Okay, let's go see what else I got. I keep throwing my shrinky-dink back in here. Compress sugarcane. Alright, so I've got a bunch of septuple. That's one notch below octuple. So we're going to see what we can do with it. That leg threw me off. And I don't have anything in there. I already cleaned those out. So these are the second largest blocks you can make. I was only 2 away from having a second octuple. Which is actually pretty cool. I don't know if I ever made 2 of those. Hello, Jan. Good day to you. We are trying to get an achievement, and it is perplexing me. Moon juice. I'm sure not throwing them all in. We're going to throw 1 in and see how bad that hurts us. If it made any difference at all. It did not. It only took it up like 400. Okay. Not throwing them in more than one at a time. $12,000. Oh, God. I'll give 2. 12,600. So it's giving me about 500 for 2 of them. 12,800. 13,000. Okay, well that helped a chunk. That got us a couple thousand at least. Let's go see if by some miracle the Netherrack is done. I just don't think I can't throw an octuple Netherrack in. That's going to be too big, and if I use the smaller one, that's going to take longer to get the Netherrack achievement, which I was hoping we would get today, which I'm feeling less confident. I spent several hours loading Netherrack into this today, manually. Ah! It finished! Oh, heck yeah! Oh, wow, it just got done. That is awesome. Timing perfection. Achievement! Nether regions. Ha 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 ha. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. All right. Well, that's another achievement done, at least. So that's something. So all that means is the one we're working on and cobblestone, and we're so far away from cobblestone, I don't know what to do about that. All right. Let me see what lower level ones we have, because I'm pretty sure I don't want to throw the octuple in there again. Let me grab whatever smaller size ones I've got, and we'll use those. They won't be as good as what we were using a minute ago. That's just a single compressed Netherrack. But okay, I'll take it. Sweet deal. Budges. Then we'll start throwing emerald in there. Let me make sure, yeah, octuple's up there. See how red it is now? It's getting so close. That's not going to do anything. That's compressed. Double, okay, well, there's the double, the triple, the quadruple, and the quintuple. Together, they're not worth 1.7, so we're still at 1320. That did not do much at all. Okay. So basically, I have to figure out what back in the day had high EMC, because it kind of equates over. It's not exactly the same, but it's close to that. But I can't see EMC, of course, because I don't have that. Let me throw the octuple in there so I don't chuck it by accident. What are these? These are also stackables. I'll throw those in even though they don't make a big hit, but I don't need them for anything. These are also stackables that I never took out of the system. Give me an arm. Arm, give me a head. And I'll feed in anything that we can think of. Whoops. Clicked on the thing. I don't think that's going to have much effect. Nope, still at 1320. What? Oh, I still got one stack. Here, have that one. Okay, so that didn't do much at all. Let's go back to emerald. We are so going to run out of emerald. We burned through 100,000 emeralds so far doing this. And that's the last of my emerald. I mean, you know, I don't need it for anything, and it will build back up, of course. I can't think of many things that are going to have a higher... Oh, nether stars? I could probably throw some stars in here. Those had a fair bit of EMC, if I remember correctly. And, of course, we have to click on the bottom. No achievement yet. It went up by 100. Wow. Okay. Nether stars. Let's take a look at those. I don't have a lot, but I can get more. I have 108. Boy, that's not many at all, is it? I don't think that's going to make that big of a difference. Whoops, let's not go over it. Oh, Lord! I have never had that happen, ever. It didn't even get the second stack. All I threw in was one stack. of nether stars. I don't even think it was the full stack. Holy smokums. That's mind-blowing to me. It stinks, but it's also cool because it's never happened before. And we still got an hour and a half. We can do it again. We just don't have emerald. What that does let me know is that nether stars are mighty juicy. Throwing them in one at a time might have actually done that. I'm not crushed by that at all. I feel that is an educational experience. I'm okay with that. And most of it won't be too hard to build again, to be honest. We've already gotten our second star before, right? That gravitational thingamabobber. So we can just go get another one. So let's build this again real quick so we got a place to put the stuff we need. Trial and error, 100%. 100% agree, you know? Even though I've done it before, right? Whoops. I've done this before. Every time there's some subtle differences, right? I just learned the power of nether stars. We're going to start with nether stars this next time. Stop disappearing so I can see where I have to put things. Okay. All right, so I need one here and one here. The gravitational will go there. Let's build it, then we'll go get a gravitational anomaly again, which, again, we've already got 2. It's not that bad. I'm going to need matter overdrive. Where are you at? Where's my wrench? My wrench. I got to pick this up because I got to put the other block down first. You better not fall in that lava. We're going to have to go make some more diamond, though. Diamond MKs, 3s. So we'll go back and... The MK2s should be done. Good. We got lots of those. 1, 2... Oh, let me put one at a time. Let me grab some diamonds. And we'll make a couple 3s. We'll make 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be enough. I think I only need 2, but we'll make 4 to be on the safe side. Okay, and then the rest of these, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more of those. Put those in. All right, let's get back to business at Matter Overdrive. All right, so I've got my controller. I need 4 gravitational stabilizers. I've already got the bottom pieces. Very good. So I just need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, what am I missing? Oh, we were so close. I need 1 more of these space-time duplicity-flues. That means I need this. Okay, good, good. I was able to make that. Excellent. And make that again. Yes. Yes, I think those were the most expensive things we had to make last time. That and that. I need 9 fusion of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. What was it? The matter thing that went next to it. Crap. Decomposer. That's what it is. I need 2 matter decomposers. So I need 2 of these. 1, 2. And I need 2 of these. 1, 2. And then I need 2 diamonds. Okay, that's where the diamonds came in to play last time. Okay. Oops, you ate up my orange one. Give me one of those. That'll let us make our second one of these. So there's the first one. Wait a minute, that's not what I needed. Decomposer. So I need a second one as soon as that diamond's done, and then I'll just need to make some of the hull pieces again, and we're already back to where we were, right? Oh, I know what I need to do. Let's see. Pristine wither matter. Whoops, not that. No, stop. Give me the wrong one. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. Wither. Okay. Let's get some nether stars cooking right now. Nope. Nether stars. Yes. And we will put them in one at a time. Should be a lot easier to keep track of that way. One moment, I have to cough. Didn't want to blow your eardrums out. 4, and my world no longer shows up in the world list. Do you know a way to fix it? Offhand, no. The only thing I can think is somehow it accidentally got deleted. You can check and see if you have a backup folder. If you do have a backup folder, you should be able to pull one of your more recent backups in and use that. You might lose whatever progress you've made since you made that backup, but they do update pretty regularly. Let me see. 1 second. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. Here we go. That is a link to a tutorial that will show you how to find and pull your backup folder, and then use that to reinstall your world. If you go in there and there isn't a folder, either you're saving them, you somehow changed where you save them on your computer, then it's going to be a matter of looking for it, or somehow you've deleted the entire profile, including the backups. At which point, there really isn't any way to recover it at that point. But I would try that first and see if that will, if you have a backup folder, and then you'll be able to save your world back to at least a certain point. And usually, if anything, you may lose an hour's worth of play or something. Nothing too bad to deal with. That has very quickly become one of my most popular tutorials. That one and the other one I made showing how to allocate more RAM. Surprisingly, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, I think that's... Oh, the hulls. The hulls. Hey, you're very welcome, Icy. Yeah, if it doesn't work, come back. We'll talk about it, see if we can think of anything else. I'm forgetting something. Oh, the hulls. Right, the hulls. Matter Overdrive. Here it is. Machine hulls. Now let's make a stack again. Okay. Cookie layers in cookie jar. Feeding cocoa beans and wheat into autocrafter to make cookies. Then they go to quantum compressor. The cocoa beans keep filling up. Jan, let me help you. Let me grab my shrinky dink. So, I wouldn't... There might be an easier way to do that. Let me show you. So, compress sugar, cookies. Here we go. So, here's how I did my cookies. And I got the achievement in about 2 days. Now, granted, I went a little overkill. But basically, I'm auto-crafting into cookie resin. Or, sorry, cookie amber. Sorry. I'm making cookie amber, not cookies. And then if you run cookie amber into a melter, it'll melt it. And then run it into an ingot former, it'll automatically turn it into cookies. So, auto-crafting amber. This thing fills up with amber. 3 million amber. Again... I don't have these exporting into my system, so it's literally clogged at this point. I probably would have had several thousand stacks of cookies. This, again, you don't have to have as many cookies feeding into this as I do. I just wanted it really fast. And I have it feeding into multiple melters, which then feed into multiple ingot formers, which then feed out. And of course, the cookies make their own cookies as well. So I have those feeding out of an extra chest over here, and that feeds in as well. And all of those feed into quantum compressors. I've just run out of room for them. I should probably put those into my system just to see what it does. Interesting. But yes, many cookies. So that is faster than making auto-crafting. You only have to auto-craft the one thing, amber, which goes real fast, and then run it into a melter, which needs power, and then an ingot former, which does not. You'll want to put the speed and the energy upgrades. Although the energy upgrade is kind of useless in this one. I don't know why I did that. It doesn't use power. Nearly a month. I had mine in about 2 days. But again, it took an hour or so to set up all the saplings. You're already a good chunk into it, so you probably get away with a lot less of them. And it might still be a lot faster than what you're doing now. Autocraft amber, run it into a melter, run it into an ingot former, run it into your quantum compressor. Cookies for days. It's the first time I built it to that scale, and I was genuinely surprised how fast it got put together. Usually it takes much longer, right? Okay, let's go build the thing. Moon juice. Okay. Where's my hole? There it is. Gross. Draven doesn't. Oh yeah, we're going to start here. I have to put down this, then my controller. Okay, so that. Then that. Yes. And then, did I make the decomposers? I did. Okay. Decomposers. Okay, then this goes here. That, gravitational stabilizer. Oh, that's right. I haven't put any power into this one yet, so. Ow, lava! Oh, my butt. I put that. There we go. I put this one in not far enough. Give me that. This one has to go in one more nooch. They indent. Okay, then I take the lava will go away in a minute, don't worry. And then it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The lava's so irritating. In a lava world, no doubt. And then I've already got the hulls. Hull. So all we need to do is go get another gravitational anomaly, which I did not save the location of the last one, and all my stuff to get it is there. So we're going to go see if we can find it real quick, because it wasn't real far. It dawns on me I didn't do that. I should have got all those parts before I left. That's my fault. That's my fault. Okay. Home. All right, so we don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I am going to get the party pickaxe, because that thing was slow to break last time. And we'll go ahead and get the magnet again, because I don't want to lose the stuff in this situation. Let's go see if we can find it. Lost Cities. Okay, so teleporting to where the first gravitational was here. And then we flew a direction. I just don't know which one. I think it was this way. Well, there's a gravitational. Where's that my stuff? Oh, that's my stuff. Excellent. Excellent. I knew it wasn't far. Hope this magnet works. I want to make another one of these. Sounded like it worked. We'll assume it worked. Faith. So I'm talking about faith. Well, why am I doing that? That's a regular chest. That's silly talk. Okay. Yay, we have all the stuffs. That's good. That'll be last. So I need this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece. Now I got to find yet another gravitational. I think I see one right there sparkling. Well, yep, there it is. Delicious. I'm becoming the master of getting gravitational holes and things. I'm the daddy of the Mac Daddy. I know what Bo don't know. Wrap it up and go. Boop. There. I'm going to go ahead and break this stuff this time and take it with us, so I don't run into that problem again. Just in case. Who knows? Yeah, hit me up with your question, Teresa. I'm happy to answer if I can. All right. And then that. Yee-hee. And now I can just teleport home. Cake, groovy. Hello, Walrus. No meltdowns yet? Good. Like to see it. Consistency. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and put all these things right in here, so I know where they are if I need them again. Okay. Let's go get dangerous. Name the cartoon. I've already asked you this once a couple weeks ago. Somebody has to remember. Let's get dangerous. I even told you it's a cartoon. I'm giving you extra hints this time. I don't remember if I gave you that hint last time. Padap! It's all gravitationally. Now we have to give it power and diamond and speed upgrades. We did lose those. I wonder if the speed upgrades were causing me any problems. Maybe I'll use the speed upgrades to get it up and running and then take them out before I start throwing stuff in the middle. You know what I mean? Speed upgrades. I got 8 left over. Excellent. That's how many I needed. 8. Okay. What happened to... Did you take all 8? Oh, they didn't go into the right spot. No! See, now that last time it worked. I don't understand why it's got to be a turd this time. Damn it. I need fluxes again. There's a flux point. I'm not even going to worry about putting a flux port on this since I'm not going to actually use it for power. And this is going to get ripped away pretty quickly anyway, so... there we go. That'll give it power. That'll get it going. Oh, then I need diamond for coolant. Diamond. Luckily, we didn't use all that up. Diamond. Diamond. All right, now this got coolant running. Once this coolant gets to top, that's when we start getting jiggy. That's when we start doing the thing. Why is this going so... Did I not put speed upgrades in there? I did. It just doesn't seem to matter. Okay, maybe that is faster. Who knows? That's okay, though. We're going to give this a minute or two to do its thing. And while that's doing its thing, we're just going to take a brief tour of the old house. There's some folks here that haven't been here in a while and may not know what we've done in a while. So this is our automation room for all of our machines and such. It's automating all the different things I automate, including all the different ambers. Flip a lever, and that feeds that amber into my smeltery inside a compact machine, which then automatically goes into my system. Matter overdrive corner, just some miscellaneous stuff. This is how I make lava and charge things. This is AE room. It's disgusting. Don't look at that. This is for fishing. We had the automatic fishers in there. And then let's see what we got over here. We'll go this way. This is the original room you started in. I'm running some extra thorium because I was building up fuel for my... actually, I don't need those anymore. For my fission reactor, which is currently offline, so I can get rid of those. This was just some more automated steps. Let's see. This is my laser farm. You can't see it. My lasers are inside of this block. Inside this block, this automates all the products that a laser drill finds and puts them into their final form into my inventory. That one was a farm, but it's gone now. There's a chest back at the main room that if you put the stuff in, it comes over here and it takes it apart on crafting grinder. There's another chest that takes items that are enchanted in here and takes the enchantments off the books and give me those. So that's these chests over here. So this one here takes stuff apart. This one here disenchants things. And then over here is where we make our compact machines. Raised in a barn. Let's see. Over here, this is my mob farm. It's currently offline because I had everything I need from it. And then there's some stairs down that go down here where you can get to the XP that was farmed from it and all the internal guts that made it work. And then out here is where we manually farmed withers until we had a wither data model high enough that I could automate it. And this just lets me out into the outside so I can build like lava. It's a lava world. It's gross. Okay. And then the last big room is over here. These are our powers. So that's the fission reactor I was talking about a minute ago, maximum size. Got that achievement. This is a matter overdrive reactor. It's fully running right now. And these are two nuclear craft fusion reactors. This is a small one and this is a maximum size one. We got the achievement today, which in my opinion is the hardest achievement to get, which is build a nuclear craft fusion reactor and produce at least 3,333,333 RF per tick, which we did. You have to use some specific fuels to get that hot. And that's what this little one does. It actually produces one of the fuels I need. The helium-3 is one of the fuels that makes this work. That and liquid hydrogen. So the other fuels, the diamond is what I'm using for coolant on the big one. This room makes liquid hydrogen, which is one of the fuels for both of them. And this one makes deuterium, which is the fuel, one of the other fuels for the small one. And then I made this yesterday. This is just my cosmic room, and I like the way it looks. And I like to show it off, because I'm very proud of this design. I think that it looks very groovy. I don't have any specific plans to do anything in it, but it's cool. Okay. That gave us a couple minutes. Let's go check our reactor. But first, let's look at some nether stars. We're only going to drop those in one at a time this time. Moon juice. It's raining. How sad. It is snowing on my reactor. Unacceptable. We're at 75%. Okay, we're getting there. I think it needs to be at 100 before I start dropping things in. This shows 0 because that's where it fills up. But once this is full of coolant, overflow will run into those. It's just not a fast process. And this is sped up times 4. Who knew? Who knew? I wonder what this means. Failure 244%. Does that mean, I understand power usage is 244% more power. That makes sense. And it's going 32% faster. So you can imagine how slow this is without it. But failure 244%. Does that mean that half the time the stuff doesn't actually make it into a fluid? No, that one worked. We're at 100%. We are now up and running. We're going to try this again. I'm going to put 1 nether star in. I have concerns. It blew up the gravitational anomaly. So it's not that I put in too many stars. It's that you can't use stars. That's disappointing. I have to go get another gravitational anomaly. And we can't use nether stars at all. Which means I don't know what we're going to use. I've got that octuple. You know, I've still got that octuple cobblestone or netherrack. Let's go get 2 gravitational anomalies. Let's do that. And we'll try the octuple, and if it doesn't work, I'll just break it, and then we'll try it again. Where's the thing I need? I need one of these, one of those. I need one of these, and I need one of these. I already got the chest. I don't think you have to. Does the magnet have to be in your hand, or can it just be in your inventory? I legitimately forget. I don't normally use them. Shrinky dink. That's not shrinky dink. Get that out of the way for now. Okay. That doesn't need to be there. That makes sense. Okay. Let's go get us some more gravitational anomalies. We've already found like 3 or 4 in the lost cities. They're everywhere. Boy, this matter overdrive thing, man, it is being a jerk. Get down a little bit lower, so more mid-range. Oh, there's one. Again, we're going to get 2 this time to be on the safe side. Whoop, whoop. Hit a wrong button. Wait, where'd it go? How did I lose it? Oh, it's way up there. Crap. Dang rain makes it hard to find anything. I'm going to blame it on the rain. I'm going to need everybody to accept that excuse, please. It's important that everyone accepts that excuse without argument. Okay, and that guy, variable card, put him in the top. Boop, gravitational. There's 1. Let's get our card back. Now let's break these things. Looks like the magnet works without it being on my bar. That's good. I think so. I thought it just could go into a trinket slot like anything else. Nether stars blow it up. I was unaware of that. I could have sworn I'd used them before, but I guess not. Let's see if we can find another one. I should have slept so the rain's... Oh, no, I forgot. I can't sleep. I'm an Android. For some reason, every time I sleep, it crashes the game. I don't remember running into that problem as an Android before, but... I also don't remember if I've ever tried to sleep as an Android before. Come on, gravitational anomaly. Found one real quick. The fact that I don't think that... Aha, there we go. Once you get lower, it gets darker. It's weird. Put up. And another put up. Gravitational anomaly number 2. And we'll grab our stuff. We'll head back and try it again. So here's a question. What do you guys think? So I have that octuple netherrack block. And I have concerns that it might be too juicy to make this work. So I'm wondering, I could try to put it on the uncrafting grinder and get 9 of the level 7 ones. So they're still the same value, are they not? I think that a compressed doesn't give bonus value. It just makes a lot of value pressed into one. So I'm thinking about it. Tell me your thoughts. Hello, Walrus. I don't even know if it will uncraft, but it's something I could try. Those, and we'll keep this. Okay. And then the octuple. See, this octuple is a chunky monkey. It's worth 43.05 million KMs. I don't even know what that is. How much? Is that a lot? I would assume. Will it even go in an uncrafting grinder? It will. I could take it apart. I feel like that might be safer to drop them in slowly. I think we're going to try that. We're going to do that. Should poop them into here in just a minute. There we are. 9 septuple. Okay. Boy, I made a lot of machine holes. I didn't realize that. Okay. Oh, I wonder if these are worth... Oh, these are worth much. 25.6. No, they're not worth anything. Okay. Let's try it again. Excuse me. Moon juice. I hate the rain. And snow, depending on where you're standing. Okay. You. All right, we've got a gravitational thingamaflicker in there again. Where's the power side? Okay, here it is. We're going to see how much we get from 1. Oh, that's in the way. I need that to move. So right now we're at 174, which is basically nothing. Thunk. Okay, that got chunky fast. 7,000. Wow, that's almost halfway to where we need to go. One more would put us at 15, would it not? Technically, it's close enough it could put us over 15. And I'm wondering if over 15 is bad. Like, should I take apart one of these 7s and throw in some phase 6s to be on the safe side? Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Because this may have more EMC to it total than the sugarcane did. I don't know. Just because they're both octuple doesn't mean they share the same mass. I think I would feel better breaking it down into another segment of 9 before going anywhere else. So let's take one of these. And I've got the other 7. We can still use those. I wonder if that's worth. Nothing. Okay. All right, so there we go. We got these guys. So those are a little smaller now. Let's go throw a couple of those in and see how it affects it. Now, granted, as we got bigger last time, it took more and more and more to increase it. So, it may not matter now. Stop hurting me. I'm doing things. Wait, what was the number we were at? Let me check it again. 79. All right, we're going to throw one of these slightly smaller ones in. 79. 81. So it did not go up much. All right, I'm going to take a gamble and throw the rest of the smaller ones we just made in. Okay, 93. Okay, so it did not double it. All right, good deal, good deal. We're going to go ahead and add one more of these. We're going to do this slowly. 9,000. We're now over 9,000. Oops, I didn't mean to do all that, but I guess that still works. 1. We're probably going to use all of this, and it's still not going to be enough, because we're only going up by like 1,000 or less now. Do 2. What are we at? still at 11,000. Yeah, we're going to need something else. This is not going to do all of it, but it did get us a good chunk of the way into it again. Whoops, too far. All right, so that can't possibly be right. Well, think of it this way. Think of it this way. Diminishing returns, right? So to get it to 1,000, let's say from 0 to 1,000, let's say that it took 1,000 grams of matter. But then to get it to 2,000, level 2, it takes 4,000 grams of matter. Level 3, 8 grams. You know what I mean? It takes more matter to hit the next 1,000 each time. Kind of like leveling up in a video game, right? To get level 1, you need a certain amount of experience. Level 2, you need twice as much. 3, you need twice as much of that, so on and so forth. I think this is working the same way. That the amount of matter it needs to go up 1,000. You know. Oh, what the what 9,000? Oh, I'm sorry. I totally misunderstood. You know, I have only ever watched a tiny, tiny bit of the Dragon Ball thing. I'm not a fan of anime. I don't say I hate it. I'm just not a fan. There's just too much about it that annoys me. But I do know that reference a lot. Amber's not worth anything. So we're looking for something that's worth matter. Matter is important. I just don't have a way of sorting it by matter. But let's try matter overdrive and see if there's anything in here particularly heavy. 39, 1.1. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, none of these things we've already made are worth much. I wish there was a way to search by matter. If anybody knows a way to search by matter, please let me know. So we're looking for something that's worth a chunk of matter. And I can't, other than compressed stuff, I can't think of what else would be worth it. Like, let's take a look at octuple real quick. Because I am interested to know 43 km, 40, so they are worth the same at level 8. They have the same amount of matter to them. My problems with anime is, number one, nobody stays dead, and that happens with some TV shows that bug me too. That's why I don't like Supernatural. Everybody's crazy about Supernatural. I don't have any real concern for a character if they're not good, if there's no chance they could die. It doesn't matter if every time you put them in danger they die, they come back. You stop worrying about them because you know they're going to come back. It just, anime does that a lot, and I don't like that. And then the other thing is, I don't need a 30-minute episode about you explaining the name of the punch, what the punch is, where you learn the punch, what kind of sandwich you like to eat while you're thinking about the punch's girlfriend, where they met and where they went to college. Just punch him. I don't need that. It's just, and then they punch and it doesn't do anything anyways. The other guy's got a better punch. It's just, I'm like, wow, this could have been 3 episodes of a cool fight scene instead of 76 episodes of a fight scene where 75 of them were talking about how you learned the punch. Or go learn the punch and let me watch you learn the punch and then go do the fight. Let's see, how much are these worth? That's not worth anything. I'm looking for, trying to think of bricks that might be worth a lot of matter. You know what we should do real quick? Let's take a look at diamond. We'll get an idea of how much is in that. So diamond has 2.30 thousand km. So I'm looking for something kind of on the equivalent. And I'm not sure there is. Now the one anime that I did watch to completion, Yu Yu Hakusho, I enjoyed that quite a bit. Still had a little bit of those problems in it, but overall, I mean, the whole first episode is about a guy coming back from the dead. You automatically are setting a tone with that one. I get that. Yeah, that's a little bit different. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the last season, I think, ended a little weak, but the Dark Tournament was phenomenal. That's probably some of the best animated entertainment I've ever come across. Of any, non-anime or not, just animated of any kind. I can't think of anything better than Diamond or Emerald. All right. We're going to have to do Diamond and Emerald. One moment, please. We've got 1 hour to get this up another 6,000. The best way I know to do that is to turn diamond back on. Is diamond not on? Where's diamond? Diamond. Redstone's off. Diamond's off. There we go. Turn that back on. That'll start making diamond again. Because right now, a lot of my diamond amber has been rolling into this. Because I don't need it. I don't know why I turned diamond off. I'm not using acorns anyways. Silliness. But I have to watch that one. Highly recommend it. Very, very good. Very, very good. Like any show, has some weak episodes and some that are bad. But the Dark Tournament, which is basically the equivalent of season 3, I think, was phenomenal. All right, so we need something with diamond or emerald potential. What has redstone got? Absolutely nothing. That's never good. I can't think of any other produced blocks. Oh, here, I know what you got. Let's try. Let's see what gold is packing. Gold is less, but I need, what's a 378? I don't have that much gold to spend. What would be another platinum? Oh, platinum might be worth some money. I hadn't thought about platinum. That's a rare product right there. Platinum, worth nothing. Great. Okay. Well, the ingots are worth something. How is the block worth nothing? That's disgusting. 64 km. So what's a stack worth? Here, give me a stack. Oh, that is a stack. Well, that's not going to be much at all then. Okay, well. Let's see. Matter Overdrive uses... What's the type of metal it uses again? I'm drawing a blank. Titanium block. What's that going to give us? 2.3 thousand. Oh, that's on par with... Oh, God. There we go. That's what we need. That's on par with diamond. Right? 2.3. Oh, I've got that. I got so much titanium, I don't know what to do with it. That's excellent. Titanium is the way to go, my friends. And so much cheaper than emeralds and diamonds and stuff. I could do titanium for days. How much titanium do I have? I don't even know because I'm not looking in the right thing. Titanium. I have 502,000. That's not bad. That is not bad. Wait, let me put this in here before I throw a gravitational anomaly inside a gravitational anomaly. I don't need to mess with the space-time continuum that much. All right, we'll do the Q thing now because I'm in a hurry. Ah! Okay, I forget. We'll do it this way. Feed this whole chunk in. I did not realize that titanium had the same value as diamond and emerald, and that's wonderful. Let's take a look. Set at 12.6. Imagine microwaving a microwave. There you go. That's a good way to look at it. I think we were only sitting on like 100,000 emerald when we started, so we got almost 5 times as much titanium. And other than doing this, I don't use titanium for anything else now. I'm already an Android, and I've got all the tools and stuff that I need, so. Probably going to go through most of this titanium, but that's okay. Again, we got that diminishing returns issue, but that's okay. And it is looking funky, though. 12,000. Stop hurting me, energy. I'm too strong to kill. I'm trying to figure out what game I want to play next for fun. I just played The Living Hell at a Days Gone. I've talked about it a few times. Really enjoyed it. I like games that have that much open, go do whatever you want. There's a million quests everywhere kind of thing. And zombies are a plus. I like Resident Evil, but Resident Evil is... as much as I enjoy them, they are a lot more linear. They're a lot less open world. especially the most recent ones. We're at 12. We're at 13. We're only 2,000 away, kids. I don't think we even got to 13 last time. I think I blew it up by the time we got to 13. Or pretty close. I know we didn't see 14. I'm going to do a little bit less segment at a time here. That's a 32. Jetfighter, good day. Let's see what Jetfighter says. Hey, I'm a little new to Sky Factory. Well, welcome. Perfect place for you. But I know the C button in your inventory is for the crafting table size crafting, and the I is for the expanded inventory. What is the X for? Yep, I can help you. So X is additional inventory. X is the expanded inventory. C is for additional crafting. So there's just a C and an X there. The X gives you your expanded inventory. You can also hit, which one is it? R, to be able to access your expanded inventory directly without even having to open up your inventory of that nature. So, and you can put things back inside of it again. Just by hitting R, you have full access. I'll be honest with you, just learned this the other day. Didn't even know that. And I forgot I had a shrinky dink in there. I'd have been using it. Then it puts it into your open inventory slot. Hit R again. You can put it right back inside. Very handy to do. Whoops. I'm still taking pain. Oh, you didn't know that either, Phantom? Yeah. I hit the button by accident the other day, and I didn't even know it was a feature. And it's been there forever, I'm sure. Had no idea. It'll put it in whatever open slot you have open. Like this, there's my remote. I think it'll swap it. Yep. It'll swap it for whatever's in that slot. So that's just another way to quickly open up your expanded inventory and take things in and out. And to be honest with you, knowing that makes that way more useful. I don't use the expanded inventory as much because it was irritating to go in and out of the thing. You know what I mean? RE4 was awesome. 2, 3, and 4. I enjoyed 5 and 6. No, I never played 5. For some reason, every time I download 5, it crashed. I couldn't get 5 to work. 6, I enjoyed a whole lot. What I got burned on is once they went first person, it just got worse to me. I didn't like 7, and I didn't like 8. And when I got into 8 especially, felt like I was barely playing a game. It was 90% cutscenes. I barely got to do anything. Every 5 seconds, there's another cutscene. Boy, it's really slowing down. Oh, you're very welcome, Jetfighter. Yeah, I stream here Sundays and Mondays. Please feel free to come by anytime. That's why I started streaming, so I can answer questions in real time, as much as possible anyways. I was happy to help. Actually, 8-2 thinking I would double the expanded inventory. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Trial and error, man. You're never going to know until you try. I have a million tutorials only because I got in there and figured out you could do things. And a lot of things we figured out as a community together while streaming. People having ideas and suggesting things, or they suggest an idea and that makes me think of another idea, and we end up making a tutorial about it. So, yeah, like me, I just found out that the frickin' R button did this. I've played this game for years. 13-2. Boy, this is slowed down. I played 4 and 5. 2 is great. 2 is phenomenal. 2, the original 2 was great. The remake is even better. They did a great job with it. I adored 2 and 4 and 6, if I remember correctly, I felt had the most replayability. 13-3, boy, it's slowing down, but we're getting there. Had the most replayability. 2, you get to play once as Claire, once as Leon, and that was great. And what you do as Claire affects the world as Leon, which I really liked that. I would have liked to see a little bit more of that in some of the later games. But 6, man, there were like 4 or 5 different playthroughs you could do in that game. Maybe it was just 3, but there was several. And I played through it as every option. I got bummed out when there was no more game. I really enjoyed 6. And it didn't get that good of reviews from everybody I looked at. I was surprised by that. I enjoyed it. RE Revelations. I don't believe I have. I think I got it. But I don't think I've played that one yet, if I remember correctly. Yes. So back on, what was it? Humble.com. Is everybody familiar with Humble? So Humble.com is a place that you can go buy PC games, much like Steam, but you're buying them to use them on, most of the time, other launchers. So you're like buying a Steam game, but you're buying it there. The purpose of Humble is the vast majority of the money you spend on a game ends up going to charity. So a lot of the codes and stuff they're selling on sale are being donated from the companies and things, or they're selling them to Humble at a lower price bulk so they can resell them, but still at a discount so that the money goes to charity. It's a nice thing to do. And they have not just games, they've got computer software, books, audio books, comic books, all sorts of stuff. They have what they call Humble Bundles, if you're not familiar with that. So they had a Humble Bundle, and I want to say it was $70 or $80, and I got every Resident Evil game that had ever come out up to that point. And the only one it didn't come with was Village. But it came with a $10 coupon towards Village. So I picked it up anyways. So I got all the Resident Evils for like under $100. And then started playing through them all. I forgot to check. I should take a look here. Let's see what we got. 13.6. We're only going up like 100 per inventory here, but it's working. It's getting there eventually. We're trying to get the achievement to get this Matter Overdrive reactor producing 15,000 RF per tick. And it takes feeding a lot of stuff into this gravitational anomaly to make it big enough to do that. Yeah, each inventory is only getting me 100 at this point. Jetfire says definitely going to come back to stream every so often. Big help, man. Would stay longer today. We got school tomorrow. Hey, understandable. I got to work. Well, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Yeah. Swing on by, man. Love to have you. We also have a Discord. Go to my website, Onlydraven.com. You'll get links to the Discord, all my socials, my stream schedule, all that kind of stuff's on there. As well as the ODG store, where you can get Onlydraven game merchandise for those of you who might be interested in things of that nature. I keep getting in trouble from people for not advertising myself enough. I have a hard time doing it. I feel uncomfortable doing it. But, trying to grow the brand and the channel, I guess I do need to do it more, but, I'm just here to have fun. I feel much more comfortable when I'm doing charity stuff, because then that's not just coming to me, you know what I mean? It's going to charity, which is why I started streaming. Revelations 2 is cool. It's between 3 and 4. Short stories. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I probably have it. I'll have to take a look. Oh, that's good stuff. I don't think, going back, when I got the Humble Bundle, I did not get the remaster of Resident Evil 4 because it wasn't out yet. I've had these for a while. So I did have to buy, I came with the original 4, which was nigh unplayable. The original port was just on PC. But then they did the remake, and I played the living hell out of that. I really like the little shooting gallery room feature you can go in with the different charms and stuff. I really liked that. I thought that was a nice little addition. It gave you... I think I played it 3 times in a row trying to unlock all the achievements, or as many of them as I could. I played it back-to-back 3 times, and then I was like, okay, I'm ready to move on to something else now. But I enjoyed that one a lot. The remake of 4 was phenomenal. Sorry this is taking so long. This is not a fast process, but we're doing our best. This could be the last achievement we get. If we get this one, that means I'll only be missing one, which is filling up a black hole unit with an item, which it's going on. It's just going to take another few weeks to happen. I've done it a million times. It's not hard. It's just time consuming, and there's no way to speed it up. So we may end without ever getting to that one. Hey, we broke 14,000. We're less than 1,000. Excellent. And we still have over half the titanium left. You can start a next pack. That's a great question, Reed. That's actually exactly what I was about to go to. So yes, if we do this, if we get this achievement tonight, most likely next week I'll be starting a new pack. And we talked about it a little while ago, which pack to go to. And I've decided to go back to the very first non-Sky Factory pack I ever streamed. Long time ago. And I hated it. I did. But I came from such an awesome pack of Sky Factory 3 and then 4 that I didn't feel it held up to it, and I didn't like a lot of what we did. But now that I've played many different mod packs, I'm going to kind of come at it with fresh eyes and see if maybe it was just my inexperience with alternate types of packs that made me dislike it so. I might still hate it. I might love it now. I don't know. We're going to check. But that pack is called Volcano Block. So we're going to see a lot of lava again. Be 2 lava-heavy packs in a row. So for that, I apologize. A lot of orange. But I'm going to go back and we're going to give it a try. Don't get me wrong. I might hate it. We may only play for a couple weeks and then switch to something else. Or maybe I'll really enjoy it this time. I'm going to try to go with an open mind and check. People have asked me to return to Volcano Block occasionally over the last few years. And I was like, okay, now could be the time. So I'm going to download Volcano Block, and that'll be next. I still don't think it's going to take as long to play through as, say, a Sky Factory. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do after that. Still up in the air. So I am still taking suggestions for after Volcano Block. Yes, let's see. Sad not to be able to watch Sky Factory every Sunday and Monday, so you got me back into it a couple months ago. Oh yeah, and that's the thing. I'll come back to Sky Factory 4 again. There are still other world types like Lava Factory I've never done. I just don't want to do it back to back because I don't want to burn out on Sky Factory. I never have, mind you. I've never burned out on Sky Factory, but I mean, when I do this and I get every achievement, playing it again, really the starter world will change things for the beginning of the game, and that's about it, right? Once you get past the beginning of the game, it becomes a regular game of Sky Factory. This one did that. Once we got the Wand of Evaporation, the threat of lava really became non-existent at that point. So it wasn't overly, it didn't add too much complication. All right, we're getting there. 5,500 more to go. It hasn't blown up yet. I've just doomed myself, didn't I? But yeah, I'll definitely come back to Sky Factory 4. Like, maybe not this year, maybe early next year. Again, it's just going to depend. We'll play a few packs in between. Plus, I mean, the man's making Sky Factory 5, right? I might play a few packs and then Sky Factory 5 might come out. And I don't care what pack I'm streaming and playing. If Sky Factory 5 comes out, I will immediately start playing and streaming Sky Factory 5. I will probably increase the amount of streams for the first couple weeks too. I'll probably start streaming 3 or 4 times in a week again. Sky Factory 5 comes out. For sure. Let's see. I'm looking for interesting challenges for Sky Factory 4. Got a bit bored playing. Any recommendations? I'm in the Stone Factory starter world. Okay, that's a great question. Let's see. So, one of the very common challenges that people give me is the automation of things that there's absolutely no reason to automate. I did one playthrough where the whole premise was just to do challenges that people gave me. And in that one, I automated macaroni and cheese. Why? Somebody wanted me to. So, you know, and we actually, through some of those challenges, learned some very interesting things. That's where I learned how to automate maximum size compact machines inside a compact machine, which ended up becoming several tutorials that very amount of people found very useful. So a lot of times it's just a matter of finding something kind of fun. I like to recommend go back to building, right? Start going through the JEI and start looking for some cool looking bricks and blocks, right? And try to think, hey, what could I build out of these materials I've never made before? And then, you know, some of those things you found, it might not be easy to make. Maybe that's a whole challenge in itself. Like, oh, God, I got to go through all these steps to make this block. Maybe it's easy. But that's a lot of times what I'll do is I'll start looking at different blocks and say, okay, I like the way this colored titanium plates matched with a marble that I found and a type of, what do they call, factory block. And so I start building out of that. Like the little space cosmic room I was showing you guys earlier. If you didn't see that, let me know. I'll show it again before the stream ends. I built a little cool room using astral sorcery components and bricks you can only get from the end castle in the Twilight Forest. It was just a matter of coming up with cool designs. If you enjoy playing games with other people, you could try building a game inside Sky Factory. Go into creative, even. Build yourself a game, like a race of some kind, or some type of challenge. And then, you know, if somebody has a server, you can always set it up and play with others, or you could post it up for other people to be able to download the files and use it themselves. Maybe other people will enjoy your kind of like making maps for GTA 5 and stuff like that. I have a challenge world type server that I'm going to be pulling out of the closet and dusting off here in the near future as part of some of the new Patreon rewards when my new Patreon goes live. That's going to give people a chance to run through a bunch of games and stuff that I've made in the past. So, should be fun. So that's some opportunities there. But that's a fun thing, making up games for your friends to play. Let's see. The challenge courses you made for the community creative was pretty cool too. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, I've still got that all saved, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I hope so. I don't want to build them all again. I put so much time into those. But yes, I'm going to be dusting those off. And people are going to have some opportunities to participate. 14,800. We need exactly 200. How are we doing for titanium? Ooh, we're starting to run low. Trying to get to the end with end cakes, so I have 2 coarse fruits in bonsais to get ender pearls, and I have 4 pearls. It is easier to go the ender seed route or wait for 8 faster. I normally get them from a mob farm. If you make yourself a mob farm, normally, if you're in a good biome, you should get several ender pearls relatively quickly. I do that. That's what I do. Just to get enough to go to the end. But remember, when you go to the end, you're going to have to fight the end dragon to come back, unless you have cheats on and teleport, which you can do. If you make a teleport back to the home world, you can teleport out of there without having to fight the dragon. Then you can go in there, kill a bunch of endermen with an enderman data model from Deep Mob Learning. And once you have that, you only have to kill 6 endermen, and then you can put that in the simulation chamber and just start making your own ender pearls. Which is how I get ender pearls the most, is by getting the data model up to be able to do so. We are so close. Okay, I had 2.5 of the 8 stacks needed. See how long it takes now that I have added the melters in. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, let me know if that works out for you. Another thing, that it's one of the only useful hogs, is the ender pearl hog. You could make an ender pearl hog too. It's not that hard. And the ender pearl hog will start making you some ender pearls. Well, it'll make you the truffles that you turn into ender pearls. It's the only hog that I ever use. If you've got access to a pig, which you should if you make a market pretty easily, you should be good to go. 14,936. We're almost there. Just clicking on the bottom. Yes. Okay. I don't know how high over 15 it can go, so we're just going to add a few in at a time. We got another comment here. Let's see. Ender Pearl plants. That's true. Use my design, so I'm trying to work on that next sense. First last project. Very cool. Noah. Hello, Noah. Just started Sky Factory and love your help with the vids. Well, you're very welcome. It is my pleasure to assist. We are happy to have you. Welcome to the community. All right. We're so close to this being done. I'm just going to throw in a few at a time because I don't know how much this can take. We're trying to get one of the harder achievements in Sky Factory, which is to get a Matter Overdrive reactor up to producing 15,000 RF per ticks. We're at 70. Oh, we're so close. 2, 3. Let's see if that did anything. 76. Okay. So there were 2 apiece at this point. Okay. I should be safe throwing the rest of these in then. Not enough here to take it over. Let that all get suckered in. 15,000! Achievement! Yes! Yes! Don't overreact! Onlydraven has made the achievement. We got 2 reactor achievements today. Bam! Let's take a look. So, We got everything on tab 1, everything on tab 2, everything on tab 3, everything on tab 4, everything on 5, everything on 6. The only thing we don't have on 7 is this one, which is currently in production, but it takes frickin' forever. Forever. So I'm not as worried about doing that one because I've done it 100 times. It'll eventually get done. And then we have the Twilight Forest with this one that you just can't do. So somebody reached out to me and said it might be possible to do this achievement, but you have to go and find all of these things in the different places in the Twilight Forest. It never crossed my mind that way. You have to find these trees, get the leaves, you got to shear them, and so on and so forth. So, like, I can't make a mangrove gate. If you use mangrove wood to make it just turns into an oak gate. It won't let you do it, but it may be possible to go and find them. So I may go and try that off camera at some point and see if that's accurate. And if so, we may come back and get that achievement one day in the middle of another series just to knock it out. But here we go. Matter Overdrive Reactor. Boy, that's juicy. And that can cause an insane amount of lag, which is why I don't normally use them. And this was Moon Juice. Let's go back down to the house. We've got 30 minutes left. We may end up ending a little bit early today. Or I could show you guys some of the other worlds I've played at some point. You could let me know. But I was talking about earlier when we were talking about what you could do for fun. We had that question. I built this room yesterday. I took liquid starlight from Astral Sorcery. These castle rune bricks you can only get from the final castle in the Twilight Forest. You can't craft them, and you have to go through unlock that castle before you can do it. And then I used clear glass, which is my favorite glass. So the liquid's underneath the glass, and then once I get the whole room built out of glass, then I just go back and start putting runes in and random designs and patterns and such. So I really like the way this room looks. It has no actual use at this point. I mean, you could build your whole base like this if you really wanted to put your time into it and then build everything in here. But I feel like once you start adding machines to this, it's going to make it less attractive, right? Yeah. So, yeah. So let's do a real quick final tour here. And then, yeah, Jan, I can go ahead and show off some of the older worlds. That's fine. Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to finish it. It's like Matter Overdrive. I don't think anything's ever going to happen with it. All right, so Mechanism Fusion Reactor. Delicious, or is it fission? I can never remember. It's a Mechanism Reactor, and it's a good one. I love that. This is the Nuclear Fission Reactor. This is the maximum sized one, and it's built enough to provide the maximum amount of energy you need to get the achievement. 2 Nuclear Craft Fusion Reactors, the big one being the hardest achievement I feel in the game. Well, that Matter Overdrive one was irritating. This is a small one because I needed the fuel this one makes as a byproduct to run the second one. So we've got those. Again, just another brief tour to finish up. Let's see. In here is where we were doing Mistcraft, which is the creation of different worlds and getting to travel to and from those. Over here are all of the statues that are craftable. Somebody asked, actually, on one of my videos today, how to make a different sized pufferfish. Unfortunately, a lot of the statues that are in the JEI you cannot make. You can pull them out of creative, but you can't make them. They have no recipe whatsoever. It's a little irritating. But they are there. It's our primary room where all the magic happened, if you will. This portable hole, we made portals. This is my smeltery system. What do we got over here? What was this? Oh, that was HDPE. This is my Matter Overdrive corner. Miscellaneous stuff. This was my Tinker's corner. That's Tinker's in the corner. Okay. Automation. So this is where I automate everything through simple storage. This is what runs my smeltery system. So I basically flip a thing, and then that starts throwing copper into that smelter I showed you in the compact machine earlier. Over here. Now there's some inside. It'll do that, melt it up, pour it out, put it in my system. This is all of my deep mob learning and automated machine systems. In here is my induction matrix. It's where I store all my power. This is what I started with power before I started making reactors. That was my power source. Whole bunch of upgradable geothermals on an infinite lava loop. Still best early to mid power source in the game, because if it gets to a point it's just not giving you enough, you just make another one. They're super cheap and easy to make. I have a tutorial. This is what compressed sugarcane to octuple. This is what compressed netherrack to octuple. This is where we were filling our black hole units. We got the liquid one completely full. This one is still being filled with cobblestone. It's going to hit it eventually. It's just super, super slow. And then this one you can't see inside, but this is the automated cookie making system we looked at a little bit earlier. This is where I did all of my hogs to get all the truffle achievements. There's all the truffles. There's all the hogs, boop, which I can now put in the top. Black hole tank. This is my moon juice. It's a liquid starlight. I can't remember why I have a bookshelf here, but I do. My cakes. My clipboard. Oh, clipboard. Make sure everything's checked off. We got the statues done. Yes, everything got done that we had listed as things to do. Clipboard. My still favorite individual block. Boy, do I wish it was in more packs. Then we had, again, this is my mob farm that I'm not using currently because I don't need it. This is where you start in Lava Factory. In this version of Sky Factory 4, I have just used it as a farm. Miscellaneous. I didn't really use this for must. I had my automations down here originally, and then they were just too far away from where I started, so I moved it. Why is that still in there? Okay. And then this is where we made our compact machines. So that's everything. Yeah, I got tired of running all the way down there. That's why I built this room right next door. Oh, and then this is where I did disgusting AE stuff. And this is where I did fishing achievements. And fought guardians and things like that. The water guardians to get the data model. So yeah, not too shabby. Every achievement done within reason. I'm pleased with this. Everything worked out well. I think this was a fun playthrough. We learned a couple things. Every time we do a playthrough, I learn a few things about Sky Factory that I did not know before. One of the easy ones, that the R button gives you access to your extended storage. Boy, was that nice to find out. I still don't use it as much as I probably should. Oh, that was my airship, for the airship achievement. Crate actually made a clipboard that works similar. That's good. We need more clipboards. It might give you a reason. I don't know if that's a big enough reason to make me play Create, but it's something, right? All right, miscellaneous stuff. Oh, and then I didn't show you my storage. I forgot. This is my bedroom. This is my walrus. Always have to have a walrus. And then this is my sapling farm. So this runs all my stuff. These are filing cabinets full of everything else. And then that overflowed into here. But I only ever got to here. All these ones are still empty. I ended up not needing... I always make way too many of these. But I guess it's better to have too many than too few. You can see back here, this is where all the wires connect all the storage system in between. So that was Sky Factory 4 Lava Factory. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the series, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what you'd like to see in other packs, things you'd like to see me do in Sky Factory 4 in the future. Start compiling a list of challenges now for the next time we play it. Always happy to see your feedback. Let me know. Happy to jam it. All right. Well, let's go ahead and shut this one down for the last time. I'll tell you what, I'm going to end in my special room, though, because I'm very happy with this. Ah, cosmic. It looks so damn cool. Okay. We're going to go ahead and exit out of here, and we'll take a brief tour of some of my other worlds that I've played and streamed through previously. I don't have all of them, but I have a lot of them. So the last one I did before this was a prestige run. Which worlds have you played so far? So really, I've only played the original world and then a Project E world, which is basically the same, but with Project E unlocked, prestige. And then I have done Sky Grid, and I've done Lava Factory at this point. I also started to dabble in Compact Sky. I'll be honest, I hated it. So I did not stick with it. Oh, wow, here we are. So in this one, there's another fission reactor. As you can see, I did all four corners in this one. Why can I not fly? And why am I wearing glitch armor? I don't understand why something's happened, but that's okay. I'm very fast, though. I do like that. This is my this is my induction storage for power, and as you can see, this one holds so much power compared to the little one we made last time. But you know, again with Project E, it makes life way easier when I can speed things up. Fusion reactors, same as we had in the world we just did, but this one is an air cooled, and this one is a water cooled. It's a second type of fusion reactor. I used it to produce steam, so I could work with some of the turbines. I made a boiler, and then I made the turbine here, but they were never very useful. I didn't like them, so I ended up turning them off in the long run. Although we did use the turbine in Sky, several of them in all the mods 8, and the more modern version of it was easier to build and much more useful. You see, I love this. Like, that's my machines that require solar. I had to make glass that went all the way up to the sky. Let's see. All right, so that was this room. This is more farms for lithium. That's providing resources for this. I tried not to use compact machines in this playthrough. I was trying to do it without compact machines. Just a little challenge that I gave myself just to do something a little different. Why can I not fly? Glitch armor lets you fly, right? Why is this not letting me fly? There we go. It was, I hate to say this. It was glitched. Okay. And then over here was the molten salt reactor. I don't think I ever got that working. We'll ignore that. Where's my stairs? There they are. Over here is where I was producing liquid meat and pink slime through a very upgraded cow farm being slaughtered. Cow farm. This was one of my basic farms. This is the same style of cut I used in lava, the one we just looked at, where they're using the lava bricks, but this is just using these things. And again, I've turned these off at some point because I just didn't need the seeds anymore. More power, obviously. Power. This is my smeltery system and my crafting stuff for tinkers. This doesn't look impressive. It'll look better when we get up top. And then down here was the only laser drill I ran in this whole world for that one. Because you don't need it as much when you have Project E, right? When you can EMC things, it cuts down on it. So, Supremium filter, Project E tables right there, right? Once you get Project E, you can duplicate so much stuff. Clipboard, these are Maze Breaker, Ultimate Singularity. These are achievements, the Cookie Jar achievement. That's my sapling farm and storage with more storage up top. Let's see. Up here, this is where I was filling my same thing, getting the cobblestone achievement. It finally filled. I've got it. This was for the automation of something. I want to say calcium sulfate. So this is where we made calcium sulfate in the last one, but I didn't automate it because I said I wasn't going to make that much. This is what it actually looks like automated to run all the time. And then in here, this is where I tried using open computers, just not for me. I made a Marvin, but other than that, I didn't get a lot out of that. This one is salt mixing, rock crusher. What is this? I'm making rocks. I don't remember what some of these things are for at this point. Got a whole bunch of automation. What's this making? Molten potassium. What do I need potassium for? Okay, it's pulling out crushed. Where's the finished product at? It goes down here, goes down here, goes down here, loops back here, goes down here, goes into this. Sand. Well, that can't be the end product. Oh, that pulls into here. That pulls into here. Sand, salt. Well, that's making salt water, so that went into here. Salt blocks. Okay. Salt blocks are being pulled into here, and that's being pulled over here. I'm trying to follow the chain to see where the end of it is. This one went into here. It's empty. What was it producing? Don't know. Oh, this was making eutectic knack alloy. I do not for the life of me know why I needed that. But it was a challenge, probably. This is things feeding into my system. Oh, this is where I automated, completely automated keep mob learning. And then this is blazing pyrotheum. which is also in here. I'm making that in here, so it provides more power. These are my statues. And this is where I automated more s'more double smingets again. People always ask me to do that. So one side's making chocolate, one side's making graham crackers, all that, like molten dark chocolate. Little farm. I actually made, I'm underground, but I tried to make it look like it was outside farm. I don't know why, I just did. This is where I'm getting all my cocoa beans. Those are all jungle trees. And then this is an automatic cow milker. Milking the cow repetitively. It's very handy. And then that milk feeds over here, which then runs in the rest of the molten chocolate. Reactor turbine on all the mods 9 and get up to 14 million. Nice. Let's see. What are we doing in here? What's this? Black hole, molten diamond. Oh, this is for the fusion reactor. These are the things I had in compact machines. We're making the fusion reactor again. And then these are some of the heads I collected. This is my matter overdrive room, because I'm an android again, like always. And then I didn't do anything with this room. It made people's eyes bleed, but I kind of like the color pattern on it. It's kind of like, yeah, I came up with, like we were talking earlier, finding cool blocks and finding a way to make them work together to make cool-looking rooms. There's a little bit of lag on this world, no? So that's everything. Oh, except my bedroom. There's my kitchen. That's my walrus. Always have a walrus. It's the most important block in the game. We got some veggies hanging out, some fruits and some breads. We made a more s'more. I think I had more food in here. And then in here's my bedroom. I'm a fat guy, like a big bed. That's my Supremium sword, just chillaxing. My TV and my dresser. Got a little clock hanging out. This is where I play video games. I'm streaming from here right now. Inception. But yeah, there's just a little bedroom. I like to design rooms like that. Does it serve a purpose? No, but I still have fun with it. And then over here is my cakes. That's my gem armor. That's better than what I'm wearing, but it can. And there's my Supremium armor. Why am I wearing glitch armor when I have? Okay, I don't even understand myself sometimes. Now, this world is in the Lost Cities. That was one of the challenges I was given to me. Let's build this in the Lost. And is there a dungeon? Phantom, you know there's a dungeon somewhere. I first thought that I'd be building up here, and I started up here, cleaned this all off, flattened it out, and made myself a world. And I did use it for some things. Like I had farms up here, and just rebuild compact machines. I built a giant barn. Here's where I fully automated a hog farm of every hog type possible. So there's all the hogs are in here getting hoggy. Made myself a little barn with a wheat farm. The wheat farm, purely just to look like a farm. That's where my fishing stuff happened. That's animals making poop for fertilizer. And then that's my mob farm. And then when we were playing, my nuclear reactors are out there. And then for fun, this was around Halloween, so I made a Halloween spooky town. Made a little water garden here, and I got a little haunted place. And I tried to turn each of the different entrances. That's supposed to be a skull, and there's a pumpkin. And then there's a little haunted graveyard. You can go down the different houses and go trick-or-treating. Get you some candy. Every house is decorated slightly different. It's the first time I ever used a garage door. Whoops. You got to be careful, though. Here's something interesting. Check this out. See, I'm zipping around. Plastic road, man. It sends you flying when you stand on it. It's very cool. There's different bedrooms and stuff in the houses and different things, colors. Let's see. And then we go in here. Got some gravestones. Got a little Temple of Blood. Go down behind, and this is where the master sleeps. Shh, don't wake him. I amuse myself. Don't worry about me. But yes, this is I'll let you guess what's in there. And then raising a barn. And then I made a overall haunted house. This is also my thing. And so we have our haunted house in here. It's like a little room. Over here we've got our haunted kitchen. Where obviously heads are for dinner, right? This is where I learned that you could make the dragon's head open and close by putting a redstone block back there. You notice there's knives and swords and bread, you know, for dinner. It's what's for dinner. This is just a view. I never did finish this place. This is an empty room I didn't do anything with. What's up on this side? This is another empty room. Here's the library. Built a little library, another viewing room. This was my personal bedroom where I hang out and chill. Spookies and stuff, yes. And this comes back down here again. And then we have this. Boing, boing. And this leads down to the sacrifice chamber, or my dungeon, if you will. This, one of my dungeons. Let me say that. One of my dungeons. And so there's that. This is here so you can get out. I mean, I can fly, obviously, but there's no stairs specifically. It's meant you're supposed to fall and bounce. So. Put that in there. So that was pretty much this world. The only thing left that you guys didn't see is what's on the overworld, right? Because I still started in the overworld before I moved everything over here. We moved here pretty quickly. But we'll go take a look at that. Oh, also, interesting fact. Cecil, diamond? You can put a diamond on a chest. Did you know that? Put a diamond on a chest. And then you can break it and its stuff doesn't come out. I forgot to mention that. But I learned that during this playthrough. You can put diamonds on the chest literally just by right-clicking it with a diamond. And now you can open and close it. When you break the chest, the stuff doesn't come out. It stays in the same order and everything. Just another handy little thing you might benefit from knowing. So yes, let's go to the overworld. The overworld. Because I was not on the overworld, I was in the Lost Cities, we did experience a decent amount of lag. This was where I started, my original farm when I first got things going. And then this is my upgraded empowered parabox. This is where I farmed my points. And then these chests basically were filled with singularities. All the different singularities. And they're all hoppered into a wireless thing, which all sends them right over here. And what that meant is when I turn on the parabox, it would just rip through and give me like a couple hundred points until all the singularities ran out. And then I could turn it off. I'd have like 100 points in 2 minutes. I did do a tutorial on that. But yes, this is a very easy way to super speed up your parabox. By filling it with all the different... Not all singularities go in here. But you can't put something in here other than what it's asking for. So if I have a chest of bronze singularities, iron singularities, gold singularities, even though this is supposed to be sending bronze over... Here they go, bronze... Oh, wow, I named the 3. Gold and diamond. They're ready to go over there. They can't go inside because there's no spot for them. So you never have to worry about the wrong one going in and clogging it up. Because it'll only take the right one. So all of these... I only had like 48 to 58 in here. So I get like 58 points. It was through you got 3 points with the empowered. So get like 150 points in 1.5 minutes. At this point. So it wasn't a problem. But yeah. So that was this world. I'm going to jump to another one since we're running through time here. The next one will be much quicker to show through because I didn't do everything. This was, Sky Grid. I'm going to go through them a little bit faster. I'm not going to show you every room. I'm just going to show you things of interest, right? So this is the other different starting world. And again, this is another world that does add a fair amount of lag. So Sky Grid, you don't get a tree. You just start on top of a block, which was this piece of right there, bedrock. You start on a piece of bedrock over a grid of everything. And so you have to find a way to farm some of the basic materials so you can get started. So basically what I did is I went over and I grabbed like a block of wood that was here. Or a log would be better because you can get 4 wood out of it, right? And then I just jumped off and then did my very best to land on top of the piece of bedrock. And then I would die. and I'd respawn right there. I'd open up my grave, and now I have what I had on me. I made a little bit bigger spot, which made it easier to land on the thing afterwards. So there's that, right? And as it got bigger and wider, then you get to the point you start getting some of the saplings, and then it just becomes a regular world at that point. And the challenge is just doing all the stuff. We did the reactor and such. I believe this is the first time we ever got the big one working. This is also the first time I ever built the mechanism one, which I fell in love with. Farms, again, that didn't spread out too far in here. This is the first time I ever made myself the this thing, the evaporation solar thingamabobber. Again, small laser drill farm, different automations, all my different fuels and such. That's a diamond farm for coolant. And then down here I have my deep mob learning automated. That's a lot of my power right there. That's my power storage. And then I have different portals that'll just take me to different places wherever I need to go. Yeah, this one was it was a cool experience. I wouldn't see this one as a replayable. Autocrafter still keeps clogging with one of the 2 ingredients for the amber. Are you using a simple storage system to automate the amber? Are you using a processing cable? Or are you just using it, feeding everything in? If you're just feeding it everything in, it's always going to clog. There's no way to stop that. Because saplings always produce acorns at a faster rate than it does resin. So you really need to use the processing cable to automate it. And then it only ever pulls in exactly what you need. We can look at that again here. Actually, I think I have one here. Let's see. So again, I'm going to go... I apologize if I'm saying stuff you already know, but when you're setting up your autocrafter, it has to be done in a very specific way. Okay? You put an autocrafter down. Do not put the processing cable down. The first thing you want to do is you want to put your autocrafter 2 spaces away from where you're going to connect it. Then you give it power. Then you go inside. You change this to requires redstone. And then you put in the recipe of whatever you're going to make. Okay? You have to do all of that before you put in your processing cable. Then you put your processing cable in. No, don't forget, put the lever on the front, but don't turn it on. Do not turn it on. Then you put the processing cable on. On the left-hand side, you click with a stack of exactly your recipe. So if it's 5 acorn, 4 resin, you'll click with a stack of 5 acorn and 4 resin. And on the right, you click with what the final product will be. Most of the time, some of these makes one of these, but not always, right? So 8 graphite essence actually makes 5 graphite ingots. So whatever the recipe in the JI, however many that makes, you have to have that many on the right-hand side as well. Okay? So this and this, if you have it correct, it will say transaction valid. Then when it says, you don't have to hit any other buttons. You just got to click with the 8, click with the 5 in this situation. Or if you're doing a diamond, let's see what else I got here. Obsidian essence. So here I'm sitting at 8 and 12 because it makes 12. I'm turning supremium into supremium. So on and so forth. Where's an amber? That's one. Here we go. So amber. 5 resin, 4 acorn. And then on this side is 1 clay. Now before you can start this, you got to make sure you have a folder in your simple storage for your clay. Because if you don't have one for the finished product to go, it's not going to do anything. It's going to clog it up. So once you've got this and it says transaction valid, you know you've got the right equation. Make sure you have a folder for the second product. Then you're going to flip it on. Now, if there's only 1 component in the recipe, now I'm only finding amber figures. Okay, here we go. If there's only 1 component, like this one, then you're done. That's all you got to do. It's going to start running forever. If there are 2 components, like an amber and a coal, or amber and an acorn, then it's only going to put the first one of the 2 up here. It'll put 5 resin, or 5, in this situation, 5 resin. So then you have to take 4 acorn, the rest of that recipe, one time, and click in there right underneath of it. That will kickstart it, and it'll go from that point on. If it has 3 components in the recipe, it's always going to pull just the first one. You have to add the second and third component yourself, which you'll have because you just use them to click here. If they don't go inside, you just click here and it makes a copy of it. And then at that point, it'll run forever. And you could turn it off and turn it back on without having to mess with any of the steps. Once you've got it set up right, you can turn it off and on as much as you need. And you can also control them remotely right here from a controller. If you have that connected to your symbol storage, you could turn them on and off remotely as well. Okay, so that's this one. Let me jump to another world here because we're running low on time. If you look at it, I'm pretty sure the Automated Smeltery Part 2.0, then there's a section that explains how to build it step by step. Not too far down the Sky Factory tutorials folder. On how to build a smeltery? I'm not sure. Was someone asking for help with the smeltery? They might have been. I may have missed it. If I missed that question, I apologize. But that's smelter. She's trying to use auto crafting. Slightly different. All right. We're going to jump into the challenges world real quick. We're going to do a real flyby. This one is the one where people challenged me to do all sorts of weird things, and so I did it. They wanted me to live live in a castle. I made a castle. I live in a castle. That's my castle. We zipped over here a little bit earlier. So this is my castle. That was my where I fought withers. This is the grinder. This is where I farmed different heads. That's my fishing stuff. This is my castle. It's my Tower of Pimps. If you're an Achievement Hunter fan, you know what that is. So here's all my stuff. Deep mob learning stuff. Automation. Smeltery. All the different automated chests and things I'm hanging on to, from parts from the Twilight Forest, Android parts, head collection. This is automating tough alloy, spell books, weapons and tools, so on and so forth. That was my bedroom. Inside here is automated obsidian. Inside here is my laser drill farm. Again, it's a small one, but it is the first time I fully automated the second half of it, how to process all the different stuff. This is where I automated deuterium, how to automate making item cables, concrete powder, cubic, boron, nitride. Some of these things I needed, some things were challenges. Automate iron hammer crafting. Try to use the symbol storage to prevent clogging. Right, well, that's what basically I just showed. Shows how to do that. But she's not using a smeltery at all. I mean, the smeltery is a different process. But if you use the power thing I just explained, and I do have a tutorial for auto crafting, super easy. That's how I do all my auto crafting. Works perfectly fine. Here's where I was challenged to automate macaroni and cheese. You can't see it, but there is a cow in there. This automates macaroni and cheese, automate tough alloy, TBU fuel, compressing sugarcane and netherrack like we just did. This automated the production of the dense infinite water blocks. I use a lot of those. So this does that whole production and creates the small ones, the medium ones, the large ones. This is the automation of compact machines. There's a compact machine in here that makes stuff. There's a compact machine inside that one that makes stuff. It's like 4 levels deep, but it makes everything you need for compact machines. There's hogs that make pearls. There's everything in there. Iron blocks, whatever. The automation of calcium sulfate again. Automation of plastic blocks. This is a farm that makes all the different types of essences, all the way up to supremium and insanium. So I had some of all of them, and I didn't have to keep breaking them down myself. More power. Tinkers. The mist craft thing I did, I had that all inside a compact machine in this world. Automation of polymer clay and the automation of this. I could have just put that inside, but I didn't. More s'more double swinget automation. Got that in there. Automation of HDPE pellets. Automation of wool. I use a lot of wool in this one. You'll see why. Machine automations. Access to the other worlds. We go up. That's my farm on the roof. We go up. That's my astral sorcery. I only dabbled with it a touch in this one, but it's also where I kept my power and where I made my compact machines. We didn't do a lot of astral in this one, but if we go downstairs, you'll see this is where my sapling farm is. This is also where my auto crafting is. It's where I started auto crafting more in this world. Down one more. And then this is my shrine to Darkosto, where we thank the great Lord for providing me something to do. But yes, a little shined. I was making all the tasty foods and giving them as gifts. And then I have Darkosto statues, and then I'm always here watching over it. So there's that. All right, so I was challenged to build a statue of me. So I got myself the skin, and I went and we built myself to scale. Boy, that took a while. I made my cat Midnight, who sadly passed away last year. We made a Santa hat because we were doing some seasonal stuff, and inside of that is Christmas Land with a house for Santa to live in, and a sleigh, and a lake, and deer, and all that kind of stuff. I started streaming on Twitch again at this point, so I built the Twitch auditorium, or arena, whatever you want to call it. Then these are my 2 reactors, of course, fission and fusion. We never got that one to work on this one. It was the next playthrough that I figured out how to make it work. This is a giant pumpkin, and inside of that's Halloween Town. Kind of the same idea that you saw before. These things I've used tranquilizers to not make them hurt me. They don't care. And that's a creature in blood. You know, it's just something to do. Let me see. I have a roller coaster ride you can take that goes all the way around the whole thing. And then I built this house for myself. Again, just using some different designs. These are my cats. This is an outside-inside. So that's not the sky. Those are blocks. But I tried to make it look like I had a little forest inside my house. And the door actually is a custom door that goes right into the tree, which I kind of liked. This is my trophy room where I hang out and drink from my delicious alcohol beverages and some of my weapons and stuff. And this is the room for my cats. That's Buffy's room with her ducky, or chickie. That was Midnight's room with the piggy. And that's little Patches. I have 3 cats. I had 3 cats. Midnight passed away. Scratchy post, cat toys, litter boxes. I was so happy I could make litter boxes. The library. This is the haunted house. Technically, this door is hidden. But, you know, it's supposed to be like a haunted house. You got to find your way out of the first room. Turn that and it opens the door. Then you come into the kitchen where people's heads are for eating. And there's heads on the stove and such. Body parts and things. Haunted bedroom. I got ghosts and zombies under the bed. Skeletons in the mirror. Spider hell. Spiders of all sorts of different sizes. Then we have the trophy armory room. Another one of Draven's dungeons. Don't ask questions. Library. The clown room. I made way too many balloons. Way too many balloons. And then that exits out through a little graveyard. A little witchy type kind of thing. And there's a little haunted house inside the house. Okay. So there was that. Hopefully this isn't boring you guys too much. This room. This is my screen room. That's my green screen. Again, I'm streaming in here right now. Dual monitors hanging out. Got some bevs. Got some pizza and some mac and cheese and some grog hanging out here so I can have bevs while I'm hanging out with you guys. Then we have a kid's bedroom. Somebody challenged me to make a kid's bedroom in there. I don't have any kids, but I made one. And then in the backyard, we have the circus. So I got a big top. We'll come in and watch the show. I got some carnival games. This one is the classic fishing game. Win you some prizes. Or arrows. You know, shoot arrows, win some prizes. That's the roller coaster. Starts and then comes back up and ends right here. And then my favorite part, the oddities. Did you know that in the creative menu, there are creatures you can get a hold of, such as mutated sheep? Look at its face. They make these horrible noises. I'm going to turn it up so you can hear it better. That's mutated sheep, mutated pigs, mutated cows. You can tell they're inside out. And then mutated chickens. I do give regular eggs, though. Oh, great. Now I got a baby chick running around. I didn't know that. Okay. So these are supposed to be like wagons of the carnies. Oh, yeah, just little wagons I built with all the different stuff. So, yeah. Again, it's inside. I used invisible frames with nether stars to make it look like a night sky, which was a pretty good effect. Worked out well. All right, so that's this room, this house, or this playthrough, if you will. That was the challenges one. I got one more. I know it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to run a few minutes over because I want to show you my favorite world that I've built. So if you want to hang out a couple more minutes, you get to see one more. And that was the here we go again. So I crashed this world. I had to pull a backup out. Because I tried to make a cool effect. And boy, did I mess it up. This playthrough was one of the most fun Sky Factory 4 playthroughs I've had. It was also a Project E world. So I had access to Project E. This is the first time I ever used Project E. So I have that. So let's talk about what we got here. Classic stuff. Smelteries and things. So this is the design I did for my base. Upstairs, downstairs. Upstairs, kind of like a bug kind of thing. And it's just some miscellaneous. Up here is my Tinker stuff. Down here is my Matter Overdrive. Up here is my Mistcraft. Up here were some of the only few machines I used. I really didn't use that many in this playthrough. Down here was the fishing area. Up here was all my cakes to go places. Mob farm was over there. Compact machines were done over there. And withers were fought in there. So those kind of standard, right? Got those in every place. Let's see. Then we go upstairs. Astral Sorcery. I got a little ways in Astral Sorcery with this one. I've gotten further in a world, but this is one of the further ones I've made it in. And that was Astral Sorcery, but if we go down underneath, there's my statues. This is my storage. So in this one is one of the first times I fully built my simple storage inside a compact machine. So all of my different automations and machines feed into these different chests, and those chests feed directly into my simple storage network, which I can access from out here or up top, where my Project E thing was. But it's the first time I did it that way. And then down here I have some basic stuff, automating obsidian. This one, I don't remember what that one was. What was I making? Making something. But power, lava, and things of that nature. And then this one, we just decided to build for fun. So I built a food court. This is, I think this is the ice cream. This is the desserts place. So you got cakes and ice cream and chocolates. This is McDraven's. McDraven's, where you can go and get yourself something tasty. I'm sure I got food in somewhere here. I don't have truffles in my inventory. Oh, there we go. Burgers and fries and onion rings and grilled cheese sandwiches. This was my hippie store. So it's like things like salads and rice bread and soups. And then this was my fusion Mexican-Italian store. Why are there truffles here? Why are all these truffles coming from? Why am I in creative? I don't know why I was in creative, but I have truffles all over the place. That's not normal. But anyways, this you get Italian food in one of these cupboards, I'm sure. There it is. Pastas and things, and then over on the other side, you have your tacos and things of that nature. So made a little food court. That was kind of fun. Then made a little farm with one of every seed. My challenge in this one was not to use mystical agriculture. So regular farm. This is the first time I made a little barn. Go and hang out in. And then I built a haunted forest. Now, the haunted forest is a combo deal. We're going to talk about it in a second. I also built this. This is a racetrack, and this is a maze. Glass on top. So I can see down inside of it. This what gave me the idea for the pyramid maze in the community challenge world. But I made this because I was messing with speed charms like crazy. I wanted to see how fast I could go. And I'm on concrete, which makes you even faster. So I was just zipping around, and I got to the point I was going so fast I was just shooting off the end. I couldn't control it. But there's no inside to this other than a hole that I broke, which we'll see in a minute. But the intention was for people to be able to go in there and play with it. I never did release this world either. But you go find your way through the haunted forest. There's only one path. It's not a maze. And you find your way around. Oops, zombie. It's okay. It won't hurt you. They're stunned. I've paralyzed them. Skeletons just hanging out. One thing I learned when you paralyze creatures, sometimes when you log out and log back in, they're all facing the same direction, which is irritating. Little caves you got to walk through. Scary zombie. Got to walk through. I built these caves. They weren't natural. Skeleton again. Then you finish it out. Come around the corner. Spider. And then you have a witch and a zombie and stuff. And you got the witch's house is the end. I'm so fast I'm having a hard time steering. Bear with me. Here we are. There's the witch. And this is danger. Cursed treasure. So inside, there's supposed to be treasure. But you go inside to see what the treasure is, and that is a fake block. and you fall in in a hole, and it puts you inside the maze. And you got to find your way out of the maze. And at the other end of the maze, there was going to be a treasure for people who found it. And you can't go back out the portal because it just falls you back down in the hole again. So the only way out is the maze, or break it, of course. And I have a little hole here so I could get out. But the object was there were special things in each one of those with a special exit at the end. I didn't end up putting anything into it because we never played it. I also built a ship because somebody said to build a ship, so I built a ship. You can see some of the astral sorcery patterns in the sky. And then the last, this is where I was actually filming thumbnails. This was fun. Okay, so during this world, I started this in the end of the year 2020 into 21 to give you an idea of how old this world is. And this is not what it said. It said, Happy New Year. Right? That's what it said. Happy New Year. And then I have a little throne here that I sit on with my walruses. Gotta have walruses. All sorts of snacks. I'm not going to lie. The community got me pretty heavily buzzed this night. But we made that. And then this was set up. Inside of this is unbreakable stuff. And there was a wall of explosives. And at midnight, I triggered it. And the explosives blew up. And the outside, which said Happy New Year, blew up and left Hello 2021 visible at midnight. And not only that, when I triggered it, more walruses, a bunch of fireworks shot off as well. So it was all remote controlled. I want to say, I don't know what happened to the remotes. I thought I had a chest there, but basically I sit in my throne, and this is where I triggered it at midnight. Midnight for me, Eastern Standard Time. But that was a big New Year's thing, and that turned out really cool. One of the more fun things I've ever built. The community's like making me make all these different snacks and stuff. So I had all the different foods and bevs. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this playthrough. And now I will tell you how I broke it. That worked out so well. We were playing this world all the way through New Year's up to Valentine's Day. And I thought it'd be cool to do something like that for Valentine's Day. I made a boo-boo. So I wasn't using normal explosives. I was using the much larger, heavier explosives that you can use through Project E. Very big. Very big. And I had taken one of, that's where we used it to blow it up to see how good it was. And boy, did it blow up really, really good. So what I did, I don't have it saved, is I took one of these worlds. And I think I had a little room you could watch it from. But I basically went underground. And I built another Happy Valentine's sign that was huge. And I filled everything in here around it with that super strong explosive. And even though you were looking through the glass like this and you could see the buildings were full of the explosives, but hidden so you couldn't see them. And I had a little room you could sit in and watch it happen. And so on Valentine's Day, I triggered it. And it was such a big explosion, it crashed the game and destroyed the world. I couldn't even log back in again. Anytime I tried to log back in, it just was lagged. It was still trying to process the size of that explosion that I made. So I ended up having to pull this from a backup, and I lost an hour or two of work kind of thing. Again, not too bad. But I lost the waypoint that leads you to which one I built that in, and I don't remember where it was. But it was a little room I could watch it from a safe distance where I wouldn't blow up. And I was right. I didn't blow up, but I broke the world. So I never actually got to see it happen, but it had a giant Happy Valentine's sign inside because we found there were some materials that it wouldn't blow up. So I built it out of that. But this one was a really fun one. I enjoyed it a lot, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the tour. We ran over by about 10 minutes, but that's all right. I don't mind. I'd like to know where these truffles keep coming from. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, though, because I still got to work tomorrow. So I'll be back here again next Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, where we will begin a volcano block playthrough, assuming I have no problems getting volcano block back. I haven't downloaded it yet. But assuming it's still out there and accessible, we're going to do Volcano Block. I don't expect it to be as long a series as some of these other ones. So I'm going to start scoping out other packs for after that one pretty soon. So suggestions, always appreciated. But I'd like to thank you for coming and hanging out with me and staying through the little tour. If you had a good time, please remember to click like. Most importantly, please remember to subscribe. And come on back and hang out with me again. Okay? I appreciate you guys. I hope you have yourself a wonderful evening and a wonderful rest of your week. Party hard, but party safe. All right? Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.